Yo, I want you to pay attention to something. You need to know this, JP.
You
You
already
need
know what
to
that
understand this.
was. Hmm?
You need to understand this. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Even if I may, even if it may take me time, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that 11:11 and the way the phone temperature and the phone overheated at 11:11 has a lot to do with what's going on around me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody that's around me is playing with that, and God is just confirming that that person has to be gone in order for me to continue this path. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They can't be here because once they're not here, I'm I'm able to do this again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100% understand. 100.
And she needed me to get to where she had to go right now, but she can't be in my life. You understand?
Yep.
She can't be.
Yep. Like the
She
enemy
can't be.
means for evil, God means for good. He gonna use for good every time, like clockwork.
Like clockwork. Or at 11:11, at the very dot that she's probably manifesting right now.
Mm.
Say I'm lying.
You ain't.
I wish somebody could call me a liar.
Mm.
11:11 on the dot. Last thing I seen when the phone reached temperature is hot. Wow.
Mm. Oh man, it's crazy.
On the dizzy.
Yep. We already know.
And I was starting to allow myself to become numb to it, even though I knew what it was. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
God,
Swazzy,
like, why are you playing? What up, Cash?
someone sent me $50 for Little B.
Oh, thank you,
Jesus,
kid.
thank
Hold
you.
on,
Yeah,
little
but
B.
I
Whatever that
they
Write your
they
is.
cash
sent
up.
it to me.
Put your cash app
It's
back, little B.
hold on. It
Oh,
says Tanita. They send it to I don't know who's Tanita. They sent me it and they said for Little B and then they requested it back. So maybe you might want to pin the cash app so
okay.
that
I get.
person can send
Yeah,
it to
you
the
want to
right
send it
person.
directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I sent it back. So just pin a cash app where um we can collect for Little B.
Yeah, we're gonna
Sweetheart,
run it up
your
for you, little
story
B.
touches me.
Go to work every day. I wish I could pay everybody back that give me.
You no, 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 no.
Whoa, little B. This is
No,
not what this is about.
no, it's
That's
not.
not
This
what
is
it's
about for
about,
you.
Mama.
This is
I pay
about for
back,
you.
baby.
This is time for you to get some of your blessings.
Yes, yes.
Listen, it's not
Ooh,
all
I
going to
got
be bad, and it's not all going to be good. But listen, where
you. Ooh.
people care, they will help. Don't worry. It's not. You're going to learn that money is so irrelevant. That's why
Mhm.
you already knew. Once I told you to write the number down on paper, you didn't even have to talk about the money no more.
Don't talk about
You got bigger problems than that, and I know you do.
Yeah,
So don't worry about the money. We're going to get that. That's easy.
But be remember what you sow, you also reap. You've been sowing into the lives of your grandbaby, sowing into the
Yes.
life of your daughter. This is what
yeah.
this is about. This is not for you to pay back, baby.
And you gotta be there for them.
Man, I am as much as I can. I just be having to work so much, but I be trying to be there. Like I plan stuff ahead of time, but my job was stripping with me, and I had to switch jobs. And then this job demands so much more than my other job. But it's like if you
Yeah.
don't work hard, you don't have enough money to even maintain.
Exactly. And this is how this country is.
Man, you gotta work, and it's like I tried to get my daughter to realize, like, okay, you get food stamps. Make sure you got. My daughter will go to the grocery store every day. Why are you just in grocery store? Why are you going to the grocery store every day?
It's like it sounds like she never gets to live her childhood, and I can understand
Yeah.
that. I was a 17-year-old mom.
Ooh, yeah.
The only difference is like I had practice. Like I had my brother who made me an aunt at a very, very young age. And one
Mm-hmm.
of his baby moms lived in the crib and she had two kids for him. So I was there as a young person helping to raise them. So it came
Exactly.
like second nature to me when I had my son at 17.
Mm-hmm.
But for some individuals, it's like you don't even know how to do it. Because, like, for me, there's still things I don't know how to do it. And my mom looking at me like, you're not ready. I'm like, I'm not ready. She's like, you know, like when she had to come to my house and be like, iron all the clothes the nights before the Sunday and whatever. Even though she did it for me, it was like she had to fucking tell me. Like she actually had to fucking like come over and be like, this is what you need to fucking do. This is gonna help you to get to work on time. You know, and even though these are simple things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take that initiative, like, look, this is how the shit run. You go and go over there and give them a bath and show her and talk to the 8-year-old, like to show that one how to give herself a bath.
Yeah, and that's the saddest thing I had to do one day. And I was like, I told her how to wash her underwears out. I told her how to put her clothes out. I even
Yeah.
like I send my daughter money and she get a link card, but I have to learn how to not complain about it and just do what God tell me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You can't be like, oh, she's not doing it, I'm gonna
Gotta
be
be
mad, I'm not
obedient.
gonna help. You
Yep.
can't do that because it's not about her anymore. You are,
Yeah.
you know, the situation messed up where you had to work, whatever, you wasn't there. So now you want to be there as much as you can for those babies because it still come from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got to
Yeah.
go over there, because that's what my mom did to me. It's not like I went through as bad as your daughter, but there was things when I was working like 2, 3 different things because I had to hustle in me because I watched my mom really hustle. But then certain things I would neglect. And then when she come over and she do it, I'm like, I don't want her to come over and see it's not done. So I'm going to do it. And then I just got into the routine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to
And she
do that,
got
you
it
know?
in her, but you know how it's easier to be lazy than it is to work hard. So she
It's
chooses.
depression. It's
Yeah, and that's
depression.
why I be there for her. Like no matter what she go through, I I had to turn that energy around and just speak it to my friends. And then when I talk to her, I've already talked about it, so I won't even bring it up to her. So
Can't do
when
that.
she
You
gets
gotta
through
speak
her,
life into her. I
You
know.
gotta
no,
speak it
listen
in.
what I'm
Gotta
saying.
You
Like
speak life
I
planting
used
into her.
seeds.
wait, because y'all got misconstrued what I'm trying to say. I don't
Okay.
get mad and lash out at her for what she don't do. So I talk to my friends about what she don't do. So when I talk to her, I can be just positive and be like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. Well, let me help you." Because I was lashing out at her like, "Why you don't know how to do this and why you not doing this and why I gotta help you?" You know what I'm saying? Like I just helped you. So I would talk about it with my friends first. So when she called me, I could just be like, "Oh, you need this? I got you. Don't worry about it." You know what
But
I'm
little
saying?
B,
You
that's
gotta
that's
speak.
not
That's
that's
not
not
enough. You gotta do
that's
something
not
else.
enough, right? If
Right.
the
Speak
first
life
thing
into her.
you
Tell her she's gonna get better. Tell her that she's gonna be a good mom. You gotta speak life over her.
well,
The
Okay.
power
I
in
want
your
to
tongue.
say like this, little B, like I gotta commend you on finding a way to control, not to lash out, right? That's
Amen.
the first
Yes.
step. The
Yes.
second step now is when you do calm down and she call you,
Mm-hmm.
talk to her like you talking to us with that empathy and say, look, I know what you went through, because sometimes we need acknowledgement that we went through something.
Yeah.
And be like, and it will cause you to do this, and that you're doing, but this is what you need to do, and I'm gonna help you, but you gotta do it because they need you. You don't
Yeah.
want them to
Always.
be like where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
Yeah,
do
I
those
break it
empathy
down to
talk.
her, and I always, before I start talking to her, I'm like, I'm telling you this because I love you. I always put that out there to her. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
you
I'm
gotta let her
telling her.
know what she's going through is natural, so she gotta fight it.
Yeah,
You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Because a lot, just like what I told the other lady, when you mourning, that's natural. When you've been molested, raped, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that suppression of the feeling, and then certain things bring it back up, and you be on a
Mm-hmm.
roller coaster. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta let the person know, because that's what psychology do, and that's what all those treatments is letting you know. Okay, what you went through, it happens, and the reaction you're getting is natural. But
Mm-hmm.
here's how you fix it and control it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
understand what I'm
always
saying?
ask her what's wrong, and I just let her talk, no matter what it is, and I be about to die inside sometimes to
Mm.
because she be replaying stuff back in her head.
Oh
Like
my
my
God.
daughter went through so much, and I get angry at myself because I didn't know because there was too many people lying around me. And I'm
Oh my
thinking
God.
everything's all good. But it wasn't. Like, this was to the point this man was beating on my child. Like, beating on my child.
And you know,
And I
history
didn't know.
repeats
So then that
itself.
made
So
me
you
feel
gotta say that to her too. Say, do you remember how that felt? And
hmm
because you remember how that felt, just think about these babies that came from you. They fell right out of you.
hmm
He brought them for a reason. Do you want them to feel that pain? Just imagine you're going to let them win and it's going to continue to the babies. We don't want that. All
And then
right,
sometimes
let's
I
work
think
on you, but let's really focus on them. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I think
saying?
sometimes she gets frustrated with my grandbaby and kind of like do
Crazy.
little stuff to her. And that's why I keep begging her, just let her come with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to take her from her, but let her come with me. And I hate when people be like, well, call DCFS. No, DCFS been in my life
Who
before.
the hell
That
would
ain't
tell you that?
that ain't the
Why
option.
involve the system when you know what the fuck to do? You know what I'm saying? People be so
Exactly.
stupid.
Like, that shit have backfire on me, and I'll probably never see my grandbaby again. Like, they critical of so many different things, and it's like I've been through that before with my mom. My mama lied on me and told them people I was molesting. Me and my girlfriend was molesting my daughter, and they came and took my kid. And I'm talking about kids fresh, clean, been fed. Them people didn't care. They
That's true.
came and took my kids
And that's
regardless.
so sad because they
Yeah.
fucking feel so many kids that showed more abuse by their own mothers and fathers and make
Exactly.
them die. And they all over YouTube. You can watch so many stories of these fucking people coming to the house, looking, seeing the abuse, but lazy as fuck, and let
Yep.
those babies die. And then it be the one person
That's doing the right thing. That they
that's
try to
doing
get.
the right
Doing the
thing, but
right thing.
mistakes happen or shit happen, and they fucking ready to take your kids. Like, that's
Mhm.
crazy.
I've been
Yeah,
down that with my
it's
my
that
mom.
sad.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a
And
lady, she lived in Jamaica, but she seen me on the radio and she contacted me. She did nursing work and she had to leave her 13-year-old with the 5-year-old, and they lit something and it burnt half of the house where she was renting. And
mm,
the people, because she was, all right, so those were patients too. Like, she was supposed to be like taking care of them, paying their bills, but then she also had like a side thing and she just hustling. And she lost her kids, and I was the one that helped her with the paperwork and all that stuff, where she was able to get a lawyer and get them so they can dip the kids too and bring them to England. And she eventually got them, and she loved me for that. But I didn't even know the link that I gave her was gonna make that happen. But it's just to imagine, she was working, she had to work.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
wasn't
I
like
feel
she
you.
wanted to go leave him to go fuck some nigga or do some weird shit or go party. She was
Right.
Yeah,
working, and sometimes we just need that little bit of help, and it really matters.
yeah. It does, and it's like that's why I just been trying to build a solid foundation around me because I need a village for my kids still, and I just want them
Yeah.
to see great examples around them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many good people out here. Like, I always stay positive no matter how bad I'm down. That's why I refuse to tear anybody down just because I don't like the way they speak or what they sing.
Exactly.
I don't care. I'd rather build you up than tear you down. That's
And
not
the
gonna do
men are
anything.
so fucking disgusting nowadays. Like, even in Jamaica, I'm Jamaican. It's so much raping, and now they're not just raping the young girls, they're killing them. And it's like the men don't even, these little perverts don't realize how many people's lives they damage when they do one child act.
Yep.
And I talk about this on lives all the time. I talk about it on the radio. I'm like, these are the weird ass chicks walking around being evil, doing weird shit, fucking the men's head up. And because they've been abused, they went through something traumatic. Half of them, their mothers didn't give a fuck, didn't get them help, didn't even report the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. A lot
Yeah.
of fucking mothers out here, because of the life they lived or being molested them damn self, just like what you're saying, your daughter's passing it on. It's like they don't care. Maybe that nigga is paying the rent, or she need, you know what I'm saying? Or she just weak and can't be alone and allow this shit to happen
Yeah.
and never show that child that she was defending them. That's why I just like, yo, I'm mad protective of my daughters. I got 3, and I just be, even my daughter's 17. I have it where she really listens to me. She's actually a real 17. She not wearing no big ass hoops and no long ass weave and no long ass nails. I don't
That's
play that
that's amazing. Because
because she
these
got to
Mm-hmm.
girls,
listen.
these girls is out of control. Like I go through so much, and
Mm.
it's like people be asking all the time, why don't you just leave your fiance? And it's like I just feel like she need me. You know what I'm saying? Because her kids is
Yeah.
out of control. She got a 18, 15, and 13. The the 13-year-old is the worst. She be telling boys she's 17.
Oh, my
Then
ex-boyfriend, his
videos
niece was
come.
like that. She done
Yeah,
slept with over the summer. It was 4 boys, and they was like 17, 18 years old. She was telling them she was in high school and she was in junior high school. So I know that little girl
they
was 12 at
smoking,
the time.
smoking weed. They the 15-year-old that already has sex. She on birth control. Something wrong with her right now. She been bleeding for 3 months. And I
Mm.
don't know. And I just been praying over her and trying to pray for her because I ain't never heard of that. 3 months you been bleeding?
Well, did she have a menstrual cycle?
Yeah, but
Did
I
she
mean
get it
that's like
early? Did she get it early?
the 13-year-old is the one that got it early. She didn't have a period since she was 9, but the
But
15 year old
which one is okay, the
the
15-year-old, did
15
she
year
get
old is the
what?
one who's bleeding.
When did she get it though? I'm gonna tell you some real shit right now.
Um, hold on, let me think
And she got
because
like 12. That's early. 11,
well, she
12.
only 15 now, so I think she been on a period and she on birth control. I didn't even know that. I just found that out the other day.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
Mhm.
It's her hormones. I got a lot of cousins in my family that's like that. The ones that didn't come from my grandmother. So my grandmother had 8 kids, and then I got cousins from the other brothers and sisters of my grandfather. And those cousins,
Mhm.
they got this menstrual hormonal issue. And my little sister has
Okay.
it too. And they got my little sister on birth control. So they can bleed like 3 months,
Okay.
4 months, and then
Period.
don't see their menstrual
Yeah.
cycle for a couple more months.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
they put them
Oh,
on the birth control to regulate
The
the
regular.
cycle. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously she's not taking the birth control. So now you got to monitor that because that's her health. Because
Mm-hmm.
that right
no, I
there,
think she got like the a derma, like she got the shit what's in her, like she not just taking the pills.
her mother got to bring her back
Yeah, because yeah,
because they have different methods. Obviously, that's not regulating
that's
her.
not. Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
had the Moderna in. It regulated where when I was younger, I used to see for 7 days, and now I see for like 4 or 5 days.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her to take her back and get her something else because that's not.
Yeah, let the
That
doctor,
ain't that.
the OBGYN know. So that has nothing to do with sexual, that's hormonal.
Okay,
So
okay.
she just, that's women that have that, they tend to never can have children, like their body can't hold it, or they
Hmm.
got too much hormones, testosterone that eats
Yeah.
up the baby and they have miscarriages. So,
Oh,
or they can
okay.
become, they high risk for like vaginal cancer and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
So you
her
want to
on her
make
other
sure.
side, her family, they're women on the dad side. They have a lot of medical problems and stuff like that.
And
Yeah.
having children.
Yep. Yep. Because I
Yeah, so
research
that.
and ask questions. Like I never be a person to not ask questions. I will ask 10 questions so that
Hmm.
I have a very keen understanding for what I need to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna tell her that. Cause she pissing me off with these kids because it's a certain way you got to parent, and when you dealing with a kid that think they know better than you got to show them that you always know more. And she be too lax within not being on top of stuff. And to be honest, y'all, I gotta be honest, they don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I be trying to put them and tell
So
them
when
certain
did you
things.
say to yourself that situation is not for you? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like
And I be saying it.
every man have their own destiny. Every man have their bed they're gonna lie in it. If they make their beds of nails, they lie in the beds of nails, and everybody's gonna be accountable for themselves. So basically, what I'm saying is like You leave her, it's not gonna change. Being with her, leaving with her, being with her. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? But you have to think about yourself because you're born alone, and you have your
yeah,
own destiny, and you have your daughter and your family and your foundation.
And
yeah,
So
sometimes
now
we
you
gotta
gotta think
realize why
about that.
people come to us. It's not always to be in a relationship with them. Sometimes you're there just to help,
For a reason,
to
a
be.
season, or
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. That's just, yeah,
yeah.
you
So I was
know,
just saying
right.
certain stuff to me, and it's like I'm trying not to give up on her because I've had so many people, run away from the situation. Like, and I
I
have
get it.
trying to have her realize because it's not her fault her kids are out of control. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like these
no, it's
kids
her
are out of
fault that her
control.
children are out of control of
Well,
being.
okay, so you missed the part of the story where I told earlier. Um, she was away in prison for 5 years away from her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She was going in the pinnacle time of their life, and she went to defend her sister because her sister boyfriend was beating on her, and he tried to throw a brick through the window, and he jumped in front of the car when she tried to take off from him busting the window, and she hit him. And when she hit him, she ran over him,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
um, he almost died. So they was trying to give her attempt murder of vehicular manslaughter, and that carries 15 to 20 years in prison. And the kicker part, they were going to give her self-defense and reckless endangerment, but when her sister that she went to go save testified against her, she had
Oh
no choice
shit.
but to plead out and take 5 years. And then the sister and then I'll
How
be
long
on the
has she
ground.
been in the kid's life?
So okay,
Like how long she been home? I meant to say.
she been home. I've been with her 2 weeks after she got out, so she been home almost 4 years.
It's enough time. What I'm gonna say to you right now is tough love. Like
Yeah,
mothers gotta jump always back into that motherhood. And her
yeah.
kids are really young still. They still able to bend the tree. So
Mm,
it's just like I said with you and your daughter, it's a communication. Sit them down and explain to them, look, I've been away, but I've
yeah,
had my plans how I want to raise you. And this
yeah,
is what we're gonna do so we can accomplish this together. You're gonna be somebody. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to keep this going for y'all to be somebody. You know what I mean? And never make my mistakes. So now I'm gonna be mommy, meaning sit your ass down. Know you're on punishment. Like because she's away, she's probably doing a spoiling period. But it's been 4 years. So now
exactly.
she
mhm.
gotta lay that ground down and be a parent because in the Bible talks about not providing that rod, the rod, like to bust their ass or punish them,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also a sin.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
So I want to
Exactly.
ask
And it's,
you ladies a
you know,
question. What
Mhm.
do you do with kids that I feel like they love her, but they don't respect her, and you need both from a child. You need both.
Well, the respect comes from more than just saying, I'm your parent, you got to listen to me. There's action involved. I think we forget that. It's not do it because I say so, do it because
Yeah.
I'm showing you so. That's the
And
difference.
and I'm not gonna lie, this woman is amazing. Like she's a boss, she's a hustler, she's a lover. Like she breaks down everything to these kids. She has shown them everything she can show them. She hustles. She sell clothes. She do this. She do that. So
yeah,
if
but you
y'all
know
This is
that respect
discipline.
comes with giving respect, right? And a lot
if
of grown-ups don't
Hmm.
understand that you gotta give the kid the respect for them to give it back. So it's like all right, negotiating. Okay, Sam, that you're 15. What is it that you think you need that I'm not providing?
Right.
All right, I'm gonna try to
Right.
get this out of this level. This is what you got to give me.
Right.
So it's like a deal because my
Hmm.
son is gonna be 24 in November. So I'm
Hmm.
not just talking out my ass. My oldest daughter's 17, and my
Hmm.
twins are 11. So I
Hmm.
got them on all different generations, right?
Hmm.
It's got to be mutual. Like I learned
Hmm.
that with my daughter, not even with my son. I had to show like, okay, these are what I'm doing for you.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, and here's what I need you to do for yourself
Right.
for me to continue to do this. Oh
Right.
no, not because I'm doing this. Da 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 da. You need to be doing. No, here's the
So
respect.
okay, so both for her kids and we women, have
Mm-hmm.
had sex already, and the 18-year-old has a boyfriend, and we know what happens once you done had sex. Like,
Get
we
them
just
on,
do.
on contraceptives. Let them know that you still monitoring them.
But what I'm speaking on is the mind frame. They think they grown. They start smelling themselves. They get disrespectful.
Well, you know what? When my daughter tried me that, like this year, she tried me with one thing. And and it was so crazy because it wasn't even her fault. I went to her school and they couldn't find her. But what happened is it was one of like her homeroom. So she went into sewing class, but she didn't let
Mhm.
nobody know in the school. So we were looking for her. And when they found her, I let her know. I said, listen, you're not going to fucking do this. Get the fuck out of my house and you're going to fuck, and fuck till your pussy fall out for food and a roof over your fucking head. Life is fucking real. It's real out
Mhm.
this motherfucker. So you want to get the fuck out and go out there and fuck, and you're gonna find out what the fuck this world is about. Because you're gonna
Mhm.
have to fuck to eat, fuck to have a roof over your head. Because at the end of the day, we females, and that's all niggas see when they see us, to fuck us.
Mhm.
And if we're not fucking them, they don't want to do for us. And because you're on the streets and you don't have me no more, nigga, you gotta do what you gotta do to fucking survive. That's what you want, or are you gonna listen to the fuck I gotta say so I can help you out this bitch?
Mhm.
I said
And
be careful how you do
she
that,
didn't
because
deserve that, but that's how God works. Maybe she needed to hear that.
yeah, but be careful because that was said to me, and I got the hell on. I was next door with living there with
No,
my
no, no,
boyfriend.
no, no,
You gotta
no,
be
no.
careful.
It's real because they gotta fucking know this shit ain't yo. That's why I show my kids stuff. Even when I go through my shit in my relationship, look at this fuck nigga. Like, look at this shit.
You gotta do it out of a place of
This
love
is where they
more
at.
than.
I'm raw with mine. I'm telling you.
But
I don't know a bit. I know every kid is different. Every mindset is different. But I think from
yeah,
day one, if you real with them and show them what's going on in your life,
yeah,
gradually as they age, because you don't want to go to the 5-year-old or 10-year-old and be like, you're gonna fuck.
yeah.
But if you show them based on their age bracket where they can handle it, oh,
He's done
I wish
that.
my
Like,
motherfucking mother did show me. Cause hey, she
even
showed me I wouldn't have been pregnant
even
at 17. I would have seen this drug dealer ass nigga for who the fuck he was and
Mm,
wouldn't fuck with him because I would have been talked to. I would have been able to see it and differentiate. And a lot of us don't talk to them.
you got yeah,
That's
but you
what
got
it is.
it's a way you talk to them too. Because I ended up pregnant twice, 13 and 15, two abortions behind that same method. You want to fuck? You want to be grown? Go be grown. You ain't leaving nothing with what's on your back. If he bought it, then that's what you leaving with. I left, and he
Yeah, but
provided
13,
everything I
14, I'm
needed.
not gonna have that conversation with
Yeah,
you.
but I'm saying I was already
But
having sex, so that's what I'm saying. So you're talking about from a sexual mindset. Once they done sex, the age go out the window because once
but
that's opened up
JP,
to
for
you,
you to be
that's a
having
different
sex,
level.
you're
So
not
you
being monitored. You know
no,
why I
I
lost my
exactly
virginity? When I left
because
my
my
mom's
parents
house because
working
my
all of
mom was weak and put me out for her fucking man at 16, and I went to live with my bachelor dad that told me just be home before him. At 17, I went and fucked. And the third
But
time
see,
having
my
sex
mom
because
worked
I
around the
wasn't being
clock. That's my
monitored.
story. Mine worked
these
around the
kids
clock.
are sneaking around and they're being out here lying. When you thinking they're one place or this is not, they're not there. They're somewhere else. So we can parent. That's what my daughter did. Once after she had her baby, she was sneaking and going to school, but she was skipping
What
certain
are they?
periods. Where
What
they
are
was,
they into? Like, okay, let me just
okay,
ask because I don't know. I don't know. This is you
okay.
giving.
Activities.
So
What are they
one night,
into?
the oldest, she wants to be a model, but her attitude fucking stink. I don't deal with her at all. And I just don't deal with her because she gone to the point where her attitude, you can't even say nothing to her. When I tried to talk to her, she told me I was silly, I was goofy. So I don't do disrespect like that. The 12-year-old, me, well, the 13-year-old, me and her are the closest. Like, I can take her out and go talk to her and her demeanor changes. The 15-year-old, she want to question and go against everything somebody say. Now this is what they like. The 18-year-old,
Yeah.
she like to model. She like to do
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
The 15-year-old, she like to listen to music. She want to do a podcast. From me
Mm-hmm.
talking to her, she want to, cause she not comfortable in her skin. Like she's the darker skinned one. She not as shapely as the other two sisters, so she kind of in this limbo of 1 minute she thought she was
Yeah.
gay, but then she went and had sex with a boy, and she don't really love herself. You can
That's
tell.
a 12-year-old.
Okay.
That's
That's a
the
15.
15-year-old. The
Uh-huh.
12-year-old has been mistreated and abused because she was living with the father, and this one has been through the most, and she the worst.
But
She is having
what is
take
she
care.
into?
Okay, so let me see, the 13-year-old. She into she like she I'm still trying to read her because 1 minute she want to be a little girl and the next minute she want to be fast as hell.
Yeah, but
Like
I
one.
think what
But you
JB's
gotta
talking about is what activities have you put them in
yes.
to keep their
That's what I'm
mind
Oh,
saying.
going?
oh,
But
okay, okay.
yeah,
She
yeah, that's
like
what
to
I'm asking,
dance.
sis. Huh?
She like to talk. She like to dance. She like to take pictures
Yeah,
and
but what is she? Okay,
Yeah,
is
so
this
you know,
something
this is
that?
what I'm trying to say. You know what they're into, right? Let me tell you something.
okay,
This is what helped save me in my mindset. Okay, like I told you,
okay.
before that, when I got that prep talk from my mom, I was like, "Oh, I could be grown. I'm gonna be grown." I went and did that. Got pregnant twice, right? It wasn't until I
Mm-hmm.
got into what I was interested in. I used to go to school and people used to be like, "Yo,"
Oh,
they used to call
okay.
me diva. Oh, you fly. You like to. You should be a model. That triggered
Yeah,
me. And I started
yeah.
asking my mom, like, you know, some stuff I can get into. You know what I'm saying? Once I got into something, once she figured a way that modeling could work for me, whether it don't have to always cost money, you can find a way that they can get into it, whether it's classes or something, you can find it. And I don't know what
Okay.
state you in. What state you in, sis?
I'm in Illinois. Like right now, I'm in Peoria, and it ain't nothing out here. It's not even really
Okay,
no
I'm gonna
program.
look into some stuff. But
Okay.
once I got into it, my mindset changed. That drug dealer nigga I was living with who was taking care, he was giving me $500 a week every Friday as a teenager. You feel what I'm saying? But once I got open up to that, I saw a new world. I saw outside the hood. I saw outside of him. You understand? So you gotta give them something that tells them they can escape this they dealing with every day. You understand
Yeah,
that it's more out there. That's what changed my mindset. That's why even though I got pregnant with my daughter at 17, I had her at 18. She was 2 months old. I packed up everything I had in a freaking minivan and moved to Atlanta because I wanted more. But it started from because I got into something that made me want more, that made me feel like there was something else out there. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I know you working, you busting your ass, right? I get it.
Yeah.
We about to do this wealth exchange thing. You already know what
Oh
it is,
yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
I'm telling you, the biggest thing too I got was I left with I'm from. I didn't stay in Illinois. If my mom had to send me to Atlanta, she did that. You know what I'm saying? If I just or take us to another state just to see there's more outside of this. Sometimes you gotta
Mm-hmm.
meet them where they at with that. That tough love, I don't feel like talking to you acting too grown. That ain't gonna do it because especially if they
not
hard
gonna
headed
do it. I
and they
was gonna
strong
tell her
willed,
that too.
it ain't gonna happen. They're gonna rebel. They're gonna do exactly that. They're gonna be grown. They're gonna be in them streets. That's what they're gonna do because I was strong willed and hard headed, and I did that. So the thing that changed was my scenery. One, by going like doing little vacations. And it ain't gotta be nothing expensive. And I can help you with vacations because I have a whole vacation club where I got it like low ski.
Well, put
You can
me
get
on. I
five
need a
star hotels
vacation.
for the low ski. Okay. I got
Well,
Okay.
you.
holla
Okay.
at
I
me,
got you. Yeah,
JP.
yeah.
I
Holler at
need
me. I
it.
got it. I got y'all. But no, seriously, get them out of the environment. Just take them away. It don't have to be
Well,
every week or
we
nothing,
go,
but just
okay, so
sometimes
let
you
me
have
explain it.
to.
We go
That's
places like my fiance pours into her kids. Like she don't just show them tough love, she show them both. Like, but all they want to do is be in these phones. Like the the
But
the
listen to
13
what
year
I'm
old,
saying to you.
she out here taking
Understand it.
naked pictures. She out here sending pictures. She out here doing
I know.
the most.
It
I didn't get
sounds like
control.
something sexual occurred.
She
And
it
I'm gonna
has.
say this. I'm gonna say this to
You
you.
gotta get them from.
You being in the house and walking past the 18-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
or when you get into it with the 15-year-old
Yeah.
makes it worse. You gotta
Yes.
let them know that you're a parent and you're a grown up.
And
Hey,
you
So
I'm
gotta do
no,
it
you're
with
telling
not gonna
love
you.
malice me when
too.
I'm paying bills. Malice me and my shit.
I
You
needed to hear
understand what I'm
that.
saying? So you gotta talk and you talk to them. Good morning.
Yes.
Oh, good morning.
Yes.
That shows them
Oh,
you
y'all gonna make me cry because I am so freaking stubborn, and it's like
You
I
gotta
don't
can't do
like.
that
can't
because
do
you're
that,
teaching them
mama.
the attitude.
Yes.
Believe it or
Yes.
not, you're the one that's
You don't
teaching them.
have to.
And guess what?
Mm.
I would have preferred my motherfucking malice me so I don't have to deal with her and answer to her and be held accountable. So that's giving them a freebie. When you
Yep.
hold them accountable, looking at, excuse me, I'm
Right,
talking to you, look in my face, makes them
right.
uncomfortable. And that makes them have to respect you. But not
And
looking at them, ignoring them, and acting like you and them is the same age. Bitch, we not the same fucking age. You gonna talk to me in this motherfucker. You in my shit.
damn.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah.
You
Can't
right.
Gotta do
give
that.
in a silent
That's
treatment.
my struggle within myself. And
Yep.
this is what I'm still learning and growing at, because when you do something to me, I am the wrong person. I
No,
will
you can't
not,
be like that.
Yeah, you
like,
can't
I
do
provide in
that.
the house, I put the food in the crib. Y'all need a little ride to a little park or something, I would take y'all to the park. But it's like, okay, so this is the thing, right? Me and them got into a, like, well, they jumped on me, right? There's another thing that happened with me and them. And
Mm.
they mama didn't handle it properly. So I was very freaking angry for a long time. Like, I'm not angry about it no more. But I hate how disrespectful they be to their mother. Like, it eats me up inside, because you goddamn kids are so disrespectful and so ungrateful. Like, I was raised by an old school mama. My
But
kids have never
what
done
they're
none of this.
showing you is anger.
Yeah, that's what I say. That it's a masculine.
So you gotta show them the
They're crying
opposite
out for
so
help,
that you can
right?
reverse that. You
You
can't fight
know,
anger with anger or malice with
I gotta
malice.
listen to y'all because I got so much respect for y'all, but it's like, oh my god.
It's hard, but you're gonna
But you
have to
gotta
learn.
remember,
So you
yeah,
gotta start
especially,
off with a family meeting. That's how you're gonna break that chain. You
amen.
do a
Yeah, but
family meeting, and then from there you let a
it's too
motherfucker
far
know,
down.
don't walk past me.
Yeah,
Can I
you
ask
right.
you something a little bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all in Illinois, right?
Yep.
Where have y'all gone outside of Illinois? Where have y'all gone?
We've been
What?
to
Yeah.
Wisconsin, we've been to Minnesota, we went to Kansas before.
Okay.
Um we have been to Indiana, of course.
I
We
think it's
have
more of a
Now
communication
let me
issue.
ask you: have
been,
you asked them where they wanted to go?
yeah, they wanted to go to Wisconsin because we went to Wisconsin Dells. They
Okay.
wanted to go to Minnesota because we went to the Mall of America. And they
Okay.
clowned everywhere we went. This
And
is
now,
big
and now my thing is this, right? Now, okay,
every
this
time we
this
go
is my
somewhere.
question. Okay, I heard you say you took them where they wanted to go. Now, what were they doing that you actually decided to do that? Or was it just like, oh, y'all being bad, I'm still gonna bless you,
It
or
was
you putting it
it
like
was
a
one birthday. It was one of the youngest. It was her birthday when we went to Wisconsin. When we
mhm,
went to Minnesota, they mom had to go see a family member, so we made it a trip out of it. When we went to Kansas, we just wanted to get out the house, so we drove to Kansas and seen the scenery, and got out and did different things. Um,
I think it's more
are
communication.
grades and stuff up to par and stuff like that.
huh?
Are they grades and stuff up to par?
Oh, oh no.
Okay, so okay, good. Okay, that's what I was asking. So you taking them places they said they wanted to go. You find out the other places that they would like to go, right? Like if it's
To make
Florida,
it incentive.
right?
I already know where you're going because I did it with my
Right.
kids.
So right.
I
So
did
you
it with my
already you're gonna have to do that. Like y'all know we go places, right? Look, I got this whole thing mapped out. We're gonna go to Florida next spring break, whatever the
and I give $20 out for
and you
A's. Like,
tell them
my
that
grandbaby is on the
give
same
me some
incentive.
C's, give me some B's, whatever you gotta tell them, so they
Yeah,
know
I can take
the
C's.
reward system.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Because you
right.
already started out by showing them that you are capable and are able and will take them places. So they already got
Yeah,
to take that. Now it's like, y'all want to go more places? I need just a little bit from you. Like,
Let me,
don't be wrong. Like, don't give them like a high task at first. If they're getting D's, just say, give me some C's. Slowly.
exactly.
JP, let me ask you a question. Do you have kids?
I do. I have a 15-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 7-month-old.
And what state you live in?
I live in Atlanta now. I'm from New York.
And where are you, little B?
I'm in Illinois.
Um,
In the Peoria,
when
in
I
the
was when I
Peoria.
was when I was going to school in New York, it
Mhm.
was so easy for me to cut school, get bad grades, and kind of get through it without my mom knowing.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if parents are on this lie, but in 2022, it's very difficult for your kid to cut school. Like they call you on the phone and let you know they missed first
All of
period,
that.
third period. For them to get good grades, you might not want to hear this. This is tough love again. That means the focus is not on them with their schoolwork.
Right. It's all
And
on
that's just
you as well.
obvious.
That's true.
So you gotta be the person that, and it's very hard, especially when you work. because I
Yeah.
had to learn to balance that, right? With the
Yeah.
twins, I was doing better with my oldest son and my daughter, and then the twins, I kind of, for like a couple of years, I was thrown off, and then I had to learn how to be more attentive and get on that, even with my 17-year-old. So that part you're gonna have to like try, and then
Yep.
you'll see that the grades will get a little better. You try a little bit more, and they'll get a little better. Never prevent a child from going on vacation because they get bad grades. If you plan a summer vacation and they did bad that year, still bring them. It uplifts the feeling of the body and the mind mentally. Like they say, we should take vacation every couple months.
Yeah.
Just even
You
grown
should
up.
get
So
a
like
break.
vacations don't have nothing to do with discipline. What discipline has to do with is, okay, what you love your everyday. Like my daughter, even though she's 17, if I go home right now and she did some fuck shit, like no watching up, give me your phone.
Yeah. Oh,
Right now.
They
I
fight
don't give
over
a
their
fuck. Like,
phone.
don't
They'll
even
fight
text
their mama.
everybody that you don't have your phone. Give me the
They will
fucking
fight.
phone. Turn
They
that
will
shit off.
fight their mom if she try to take the phone.
They what?
They will fight their mom if she try to take the phone. They
Mm-mm.
have fought over the phone. They have kicked my door in over a phone, and
Mm-mm.
their brother was in the house, and my shoes came up missing because I like shoes. So my shoes came up missing. There was a whole debacle in the crib, and I left for like 3 months. Um, so they will fight over the phones. And when you call the police or whatever the situation, however you want to handle it, not like back in the day. There's no programs for these kids. There's nothing outside of the house to show them positivity other than what you can do inside the house.
Okay, the
Yeah.
person that they was living with for all those years when their mom was away, they still
Oh,
feel like they could go live with that person?
so the 15-year-old was with the grandmother for a year. The grandmother is an alcoholic. We didn't find out till the daughter was gone. This is where she had sex at. This is where she got on birth control at. This is where all the different scenarios happen. The
Mm-hmm.
13-year-old dad, if I was to tell you everything that happened with her and him, it would be ridiculous. He has passed his daughter off to anybody and everybody he could have, and he
Oh
had
my God.
custody of her, and now she is with us, and she is out of
So
control.
Is she
basically,
getting
they don't.
help?
So hold
She
on. The
sounds
So,
reason why I'm
so
asking you
okay, hold
this,
on,
right?
before I answer the next question, um, the mom figured out a little program that they do have around us. So now they're in counseling. The counselor comes to the house 3 times out of the week. They have to do certain things to get incentives from the counselor. They can have a little program. So the 15 and 13 are in the program. They have to attend school. They get to get like these little vouchers to buy things, to do stuff. So she just did find this program from them, and I just communicated with her about this program. So like they bought the school uniforms for them, and certain different stuff. They give out like some little it's like a little water park, but it's about to get cold outside, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that, because I mean, who wants to go to a water park when it's cold outside? But they do have incentives, and she do have them in counseling right now. So
Okay.
that is one step towards
So
the better road.
Do they
the
do
reason
stuff
why I
around the
was asking
house?
you that is because here's a
Okay,
child mindset. If they know that they had somebody else where they can go live, or they got the system behind them, it's like you can't snatch them up.
exactly,
Do
and
you
that's what
feel
she's
like
doing.
she does she snatch them up sometimes?
So my I'm not gonna lie, my um fiance has a very long rap sheet of violence. So she will not put her hands on them at all. When they got into it, like she'll just grab them or she'll hold them down. She won't punch them. She won't, physically fight them. She will just like defend herself, maybe push them off or hold them. But she won't physically
So what
ball
about
with
showing
them.
them the side that, all right, I get what you're saying, but let me tell you this.
Mhm.
A lot of times I don't have to fuck them up. They just know that I'm fucking crazy. And
They
for
don't
me
care.
to do 5 years in prison, I don't even need to touch you. I can back your ass up in the corner and let you know. Fuck them
She
police. I
doesn't.
will fucking take your life before they come here.
But this is what
Don't play
happens,
with me
right?
in my house.
I'm gonna
kicking out
explain
my
to you.
doors and shit like that. You can't fucking fight me. What if you want to fight? We'll fuck you up and go back to jail for a reason. Like shit like that really fucking works because sometimes you gotta put fear in your kid.
6 months ago, they got into an altercation, and you know how you when you're tussling with somebody, like your hand might fly up. Her hand flew up, and her daughter had a little scratch on her face. They took my fiance to jail.
Yep, you can't like
Who
that.
showed them? The daughter showed them.
The police, when the police came, they seen the scratch,
Why the
and
Yeah,
they was
police came? Who
because
called the police?
I'm sure one of them
because
called.
that's what happened. Well,
Huh?
the first time the police came, nobody had no scratches. The second time, my fiance was
No,
like,
who called the police is what I'm asking.
listen, the first time the kids called. The second time my fiance called because she was like, well, it's a report of y'all acting up. I'm gonna call the police. Yeah, they need to defuse this situation. And it was commotion. We
Mm.
stayed in the apartment. So I think somebody else called as well because it was like 3 squad cars came. And when they seen the scratch, they took my fiance to jail.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Well,
like back
that's
in the
why I asked the
day.
question because I have to know where y'all at in the system. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because it makes a
and
difference. If
they
your
have
kids
a record.
is not
Like the
exposed to
kids,
the system, you got a little bit more space to control their mind versus
they know
when that
nothing's gonna
system is
happen.
backing them.
They know nothing's gonna happen. These kids know nothing's gonna happen. Like they
Yeah.
have a case against them right now. They went somewhere and was trespassing and got into it with the police and told the police they're not gonna fucking do nothing to them. Would not even give the police their purse. They was in handcuffs. I had to go pick them up. They were in handcuffs. And they called me instead of their mom because they talking about I wasn't going to embarrass them. I treat these kids, even though I don't have the greatest relationship with them, I still treat everybody in these kids respectful because I do have love for them. But I'm trying to reach them and they're very disrespectful. Like popping the lips and the smacking. I never been through this. Even with my own daughter and my son, I have a 21-year-old and a 17. I never been through this with my kids. Like this is a whole nother ordeal and boat of disrespect from these kids. And just think about what this is doing to their mother's mental. Nobody's supposed to take this much disrespect from nobody. What do we do when we get to push to the level of no return? We lash, and she has to bottle it because these are her kids. They will go crazy and do stupid stuff. They were missing for 3 days. They were at a boy's freaking house having sex and God knows what. And they're only 15 and at the time 12. Ran away, was gone for
Mm-mm.
2.5 days. Like it's a lot to this whole entire story of their mother doing everything. She tried to go put them in a home for 36 days
Like a
because
girl.
they was not suicidal. They would not keep them. There's literally no programs
Too
like how
much
back in the day.
exposing to the system instead of mental health assistance.
Like you gotta be
Because
insane.
they went through something and they
That's what
needed
I'm
help.
saying. But okay, so this is the thing, right? When you were younger, and we all been through it. We was not as vocal as we know now that we are an adults and we know it. We need to be vocal to help our
Yeah, but
mental.
I can't say that because I have friends that were vocal because they went through stuff.
Yeah, but some of them are, some of them not. And I've been through it with my daughter. She's just not telling me stuff, and she's 21 that happened to her when she was 14, 15, 16.
But that's
She's
the
just
relationship that you have with her. I just got to be real with you. Feel me?
don't understand.
Because
I
when you have a true, because I know being that I have, like, even though kids is different, but if you truly have a relationship, because even though me and my son, we get into it, like, really bad. But
Yeah.
he'll still turn around and say, I tell my mother everything. Even
Mhm.
when it's disrespectful ass sometimes, like, out of all my kids, my son is the most disrespectful one. But he'll
Yeah.
still tell you, I tell my mother anything. So I know it's because I promised myself, the universe, and the Almighty God that I will not leave my kids in the dark like my mom. I will build a fucking relationship with them.
Don't do it. I
Somebody
promise you.
asked you a question
I would
on
not sit
Z.
here and lie to you and tell you that this woman does not She feeds everything into these kids, no matter if she frustrated.
No, I'm talking
Lil
about you
B.
and your daughter.
Go ahead.
I'm talking
Yeah,
Yeah,
about you
I
and
know
your
for
daughter.
somebody said something about y'all do joint like family counseling, or is it separate counseling for the kids?
right now we getting them counseling, and then we got something set up for later this year that we all gonna go.
I
And
Yeah,
pray
so
that
yeah,
works.
because I
once
think
the
I think that
people
parent,
might
get
work.
in and hear their grievances as well, because they
yeah,
might be sharing something. They're not sharing. They lashing out because they're not sharing
yeah,
their emotions. But if y'all
In
sit
front of each
together, you'll be
other.
able to hear everything, and you got to
yeah.
give that safe space that no matter what they say, you're
Oh yeah.
accepting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and me and my daughter got something set up for coming up in a couple months, and y'all pray for me because
I
I
already
know
know.
it's gonna break me. I know it's gonna break me because I don't even know everything that happened to her. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
I
I
and I
know.
hope you break down and show her that the
Oh, I did.
emotion.
When we went to court, man, I held my daughter for at least 20 minutes, and I don't even remember everything I said, and I just always
Oh,
said, I'm sorry. Like, you want to be mad at me, be mad at me. Take everything out on me that you need. And then I ask God within the same sentence to give me strength because
Mm-hmm.
I need it. Because I
yeah,
want her to be the best woman she can be. You want to keep blaming me? Blame me. I'm going to still be here. I'm going to still
yeah,
give you hugs. I'm going to still be there for you. You need me? I
Mm-hmm.
got, like, I'm not your enemy. I'm your mom.
That's
mm,
I had to rebuild our relationship because my daughter didn't trust me because I
yeah,
did
yeah.
wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I know what these kids going through, but it's like you got to take steps with these kids,
You
and they
do.
got to open themselves too. It's not just
yeah,
you one
Yeah.
end. We both got to coincide. Like I'm very
Right.
intelligent when it comes because I didn't have it, so I know what
yeah,
I want
Yeah.
life to look like. I keep building no matter what, and I had to. And this is my thing, and I have to be honest with y'all. I had to step back because I knew I was going to lash out of anger because of what they did to me. But now
yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready to
Mm-hmm.
take what they got. And I ain't gonna lash out because God wouldn't be happy with that. And that's who I depend on for my happiness. God, are you proud of me today? Did I do your justice? Did I do what you set out for me to do today? And
yeah.
that's what I feed off. I don't feed off negativity. I don't feed
Thank
off
God.
like I never have lashed out at these kids. They need me. When they called me and we wasn't even talking that much, I came to show them I got y'all. But
Yeah,
you're not gonna disrespect. You're not gonna talk crazy to me. When they get to doing that, oh, we'll talk tomorrow. In the conversation. Because the more you talk and the more you're taking, your levels of patience are going to run thin. So I move away from the situation. Oh, y'all not ready to talk because you're being disrespectful. We'll come back to it. And then I wait a couple minutes. Y'all ready to talk?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and you're not gonna talk right now. And a mom, she just been so frustrated with them because who want to see their kids be disrespectful to them? You only, but it happens. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like you pouring your all into something and you're not even getting a percentage of it back. It's hurtful.
yeah,
And when you're hurting, anything can happen when you're hurting because you are not even in your mind frame to respond. So she just be going through it with them. And I pray every day for them. I pray every day that they hurt be expressed within their voice and not their action.
Does she pray with you, their mom?
So we don't pray together. Like we had our little spat because and this is where I had to, and I'm gonna be 100 with you, JP. This is when I had to be on my grown woman situation because I got angry at her because she wouldn't do what I wanted her to do within them, and I couldn't be that way because that's not how a team works. So
Right.
I had to take myself. So we just now starting to get back to where we was because it
Mm-hmm.
was so frustrating being in that house. It was toxic. Like we
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
all going every different which way because it's so many problems. One minute we good for a couple of days and then we bad for a week. And it just kept going up and down within emotions, within feelings. And I had to tell her I have been here. Like I've been there for this woman when she didn't have a place to stay, no nothing. Like I've been there. I've been there for I used to have to pick her kids up, drop her kids off, pick my kids up, take them to where they need to be. Like I was being stretched thin and I had to tell her, stop playing me. I've been here for you. And I've always have led with love and understanding. Don't you never disrespect me. Like, no, we gotta come together to strengthen them. If we are swayed and unbalanced, what does the house look like? It's gonna be swayed and unbalanced. It starts with us. Like, no
Yeah,
matter what
whenever
we
the
do,
mother's not
we gotta
right,
come. Huh?
and whenever the mother's not right and things not going right with the mother, the kids is not gonna be right.
Yeah, y'all gotta have a united front. So you gotta
My
get to the point
stepmother always told me
crazy.
that.
It
She'd
has
be
to be a
like, you
Yeah.
gotta be strong mentally, because if you ain't right, the kid's gonna feel it and they gonna be right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if y'all at discord, that's why they're at discord. So
Yep. And
y'all gotta get on. Yeah, y'all gotta get on the same page. Y'all
yeah,
gotta
I
show
told
a
her.
united front. Yes, y'all have to do that.
And I sat her down. I said, "Where you trying to go in life, and where we going?"
Nah.
Because if this is a game for you and you're going to keep being disrespectful to me because you're hurting and I'm the punching bag, and I'm okay with being the punching bag to a certain extent because I'm going to be your rock. I'm going to be your everything. I'm never going to leave you high and dry. Now, I might have to go take a walk, but I'm coming back because
But
it's only so
the
much a person can take.
psychiatrist is gonna tell you never to accept the punching bag at
Right.
no
I
time,
know that.
because
And I know that.
that's when you're gonna say, look, you are actually punching on me right now, and you need to check yourself, because I'm not the victim, the enemy. I
Yep.
didn't create this, so I'm gonna let you pass, but I'm not your punching bag. Don't try me. And you got to put her in
I
a
have to
place at
always
every
tell her this
time,
is
even
not
for the
your
littlest
fault.
thing.
Yeah, and I always have to, and it had got bad to the point one time she was lashing out at me, and I just thank God that He put me in the place that I'm in, because if it would have been anybody else, they would have took up off her feet. She was standing over me, and I'm sitting down on the bed in a non-violent position because I've been in therapy, and I looked up at her and I said, "Are you serious? Like, what you want to do?" And I'm low key crazy in the back of my mind, but I keep the crazy back there. I had pictured the candle sitting on the thing. I'm finna hit you with that. I had pictured the something on the side of the bed. I'm finna flip this all over on you. Like, you're not even understanding how to map this out in my head, because you're not gonna
Hmm.
ever in your life do anything to me. Don't let this little hype fool you. Don't let this little calm, collective demeanor fool you. I'm not that one.
Do y'all
I've
see y'all
never
fight,
been.
argue in front of them?
No, we have never fought, or we have never. Well, we have had a discussion, but how my voice is right now, I don't yell. I don't. That's for idiots. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not. Trying to be disrespectful to anybody that yells.
Go ahead.
But I don't let my voice peak, because guess what happens when you do that? Now this person's yelling. Now this person trying to top what you said. Now this, I don't do the petty back and forth, especially not in my relationship.
And
So
that's a
I
good thing,
always
because most lesbians, they get violent because women
now
are emotional. You know what I mean? So it's
I
good that
I've
at
took
least you
my
have
emotions
that
to bed
in
a
you.
long time ago, because I realized when you're dealing under your emotion, you will do anything. I
Yep.
was engaged in my last relationship. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of BS that I deal with, that I grew within literally 6 months, that I would never go through that again with anybody. So I'm very
Hmm.
poor. I'm very tight knit when it comes down to dealing with situations. So I'm always the person that de-escalates the situation. She always the person that turns up. And I just look at her and I say, "Why are you yelling? Are you okay? Do you need to lay down?" Because I'm deferring from what she's doing to what I need her to do. I need you to calm down.
Hmm.
I need you to snap back into reality. I'm not doing it with you. Are you done talking? Can we talk civilized now? And it just shuts her down. She just get quiet. Thank you. Come again. I'm not playing. I don't have
And
time for
that's
that.
good. That's good, because you can't have two of the same people.
Same two high heads. Like, and I've never been a high head, but I used to be really like cutthroat with my tongue. I would eat you up and spit you out and didn't even care that you was crying. But that was not good. That was not good as a human being, to treat anybody in a way that you would not want to be treated. So that's the way I walk around every day. When something makes me angry, I get on whatever I need to do. I call my sister. We talk. I talk it out. I'm done with it. It's over.
Mhm.
Never gonna take my life and jeopardize my life, because guess who I gotta live for? I gotta live for them kids and them grandbabies.
What's
And
your
anything
zodiac, little B?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, that's my daughter. What day are you?
January 24th.
Oh, she's February 5th.
My son's February 15th. So me
17.
and his birthday 2 weeks apart.
Mm.
And that's my
My
king. That's my
daughter
block.
tends to be passive aggressive too, and she'll cry instead of like letting it out.
She gonna grow out of it. Like them when I start crying, clear the room. Because it's me letting out my anger through my tears.
Hmm.
And I learned how to, because I was very emotionless as a kid. Like I spent most of my life unhappy than I have happy. So I know how to
And you didn't
function
say
in
anything about
dysfunction.
it.
I didn't have nobody to say it to.
Mm.
I didn't have nobody. Like my mother, like that's a whole nother story. Y'all gonna have me tell the whole life story. And I'm writing a book about my life.
Yeah,
Yes.
Um
you make me want to interview you.
yeah, I got so much going on. Like my mother did not tell me who my father was until I was 18 years old. Come to find
Mm.
out, he was the pastor of my church. So I've
What?
known this man my whole life, but
Mhm.
never knew him as my father.
Yeah, that's a
He
movie
went
right
to the
there.
church and prayed over my daughter, but you're praying over your granddaughter. He
Oh my
financially took
Mhm.
God.
care of us, but he
Did
never
he
was.
molest her?
My mom.
Was he an
I,
older man?
Oh, he older, yeah, but my mom was still an adult, but he brainwashed my mom to the point where I never seen a man in my house. Like I never knew what a man looked like. Just the other day, I was explaining to Swazi how I had to be the man of the house. That's why I'm not really feminine. Like that's why I'm not really a girly girl, because I'm the one that had to take out the garbage. I'm the one that was fixing the sink and all type of stuff, and but I've always been handy, and I've always been resourceful for what my brain has gave me. So I didn't even know it was a problem at the time until I got older, and I didn't know how to be girly. When I had my first period, I bled out on myself because she didn't explain to me what a period is. When I had sex, I didn't even know that you could get pregnant when you have sex, because my mother grew us up sheltered. All we could do was go to church, school, and come
That
home.
was me.
Could
Yep.
not go anywhere. We could not. And then she didn't explain things. My mother never
My
gave me a
mother didn't
plan.
either.
Either.
When I
My
got my
mother never
period,
gave
my
me a
mom said
plan.
to my sister, "Go to the corner
Yeah.
store and get some pads." And nobody even showed me how to put them on. And my sister handed them to me in the bathroom, and that was that.
Yeah, like she never told me she loved me a lot. So
Mine
I've
either.
never been in love with a man. I have 2 kids. Yes, don't get me wrong, but I've never told a man or been in a relationship with a man my whole entire life.
The
But just like
opposite. I
the
was
man,
that tomboy that fixed the sink, moved shit around, took the
yeah,
garbage. I was the youngest one, and I was very tomboyish. But I never been with a woman. But the
yeah,
only way it affects me though, because sometimes if I ask a man to do something, he don't do it. I'll go fucking fix the sink.
of course,
And
cause
they
you
don't
know,
like that shit because I'm not waiting on you. Like in my studio, I put that shit up. I asked my uncle to come put this board over this window. He
mhm,
not coming tomorrow. I already measured it myself. I'll be going to Home Depot, cut the shit,
Yeah.
and spray paint it myself and drill that bitch up. So
yeah,
a lot of men don't like that because they don't get to be a man sometimes. So that's how I'm affected. I
I
never
don't
been
know.
with a woman, but I got
Yeah.
that masculine side of me.
And I do too, but I have a common side of me too, and I ran to women for love. Because what are women? Women are gentle. Women are loving.
The
I
difference with me, I can't stand bitches. I swear to God, like we don't get along too long.
like
So I
I
couldn't do
had
that.
a rough time with the first couple girlfriends I had, but after that, I'm so charming, and I'm not gonna lie, like I took more of a male side in life than I did a female. Like I get along with everybody, like, and I don't like everybody. Can I put that out there in the atmosphere? Gay women don't like all women. Like it's okay. Like y'all can be okay. We can be in the same.
Everybody got their preferences. It don't
Oh,
matter
I
what
be
you
hating like.
Yeah.
own
I
preferences.
remember I was on a live and I called a woman beautiful. I ain't gay. I ain't gay. Okay, well, you're not beautiful no more either. You're ugly. What?
Oh, I'm
Like,
always calling people
It's just
beautiful,
a
and I'm not
compliment.
gay.
Hey, don't get offended. Right.
Swazee, do I not? I be complimenting the men and the female, and I'm not gay.
but people take what you say so literal. Like I'm just being courteous. I'm just being nice. Or one time I opened the door, like held the door for this woman. I got it. I tried to slam that mug on her foot. Like I just held the
You
door.
know
Like I
what?
just talking right. Like what are you saying? Like get out of here.
Man, I don't know
Don't get
what's wrong with that woman. I like chivalry. Somebody want to do it for me. Thank you. I don't care who do it.
Thank you. I don't care.
Right.
Man, woman,
I got this
child,
out.
shit.
Appreciate you. Right.
You're so freaking rude. So as a woman, I get it from both sides. I
Yeah.
get men that don't know how to be around me, and I get women that act stupid around me because they think I want to talk to them. They're not even my cup of tea. I'm good.
Mm-mm.
It's okay. And then it's like, oh well, how do you have kids and you're gay? Because I am. And if I break it down the story, you will
That's
understand.
damn
Like
stupid. I can't. That. But you know what? You can't entertain stupidity half of the time.
it's really dumb because it's like, and then it's like people prejudge me, and then as soon as I open my mouth, oh man, she dope, she cool. Why I have to do all of that? Why I couldn't be dope and cool when you were just looking at me? Why I
Right.
had this life story to be dope and cool?
Right.
Like you pass a judgment against me and you sound ignorant. Like I don't pass judgment against nobody because I have lived that life my whole life. People have called me ugly and a tomboy my whole life. So I have to grow into who is Brittany, who is Little B.
Right.
It took a long time. So I went through a lot of troubles and turmoil in my life because I didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have both sides to carry me through life to be like, it's okay, just you gotta love yourself. I had my godmom and she changed my life. She changed my world because she just, you're beautiful. And I had to figure out what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being so freaking
And that's the
negative and
kind of stuff you got to pour into your I don't want to call it your bonus children. I don't like the word step. It bothers me.
oh
The
okay.
children and your own daughter. You got to put that same, because like you said, you didn't get that I love you. You didn't get that I'm beautiful while you was growing up. So you constantly have to say those things. Of course, when you're trying to tell them to be better, but give them more of that. Like I used to tell my daughter that all the time, to the point where we would be outside and people were like, is that her name? And I'm like, no. It's just a confirmation, she's beautiful. I say it to her every time I see her, or I tell her I love her every time I see, don't, even when you're mad at them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna break down a barrier you have by them constantly hearing you say it. That way they're not seeking it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, it's just your term of
I'm
endearment
working
to
with
be more
JP.
kind.
I swear, man, it's tough, Joe.
I know,
I'm
I know, I have a team, I
it's
know, and I
so freaking hard. Like it's so hard to like come up out of that shell. And I'm an amazing person, but I have my downfalls. And
right.
letting go and forgiving is one of them. Like it is like my arch nemesis. But I
Mm-hmm.
would treat you respectful, but I really don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But I will still treat you respectful because I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like I have to respect you because I want that respect back. Like I want you to just know that I'm not your enemy. Nobody. I never tear anybody down because it's not worth it.
I know this
What do
probably
I
gonna sound crazy to most people, but I always say you have to try. My thing is never not try something, right? Just see what you get when you try it, right? So, like for
do?
instance, my daughter, like you said, once they get into they done had their period and stuff like that, they get their hormones and they breasts are growing, all that stuff. You start to see a personality change, an attitude change, right? And so with her, like if she ever caught like an attitude, not to the point where she call me bees and holes and nothing like that, but just like screwing up her face, I'll be like, you know how ugly you look right now? Look at your face. You're too beautiful for your face to screwed up. Like I flip it on her. You know what I'm saying? I flip it on her like she don't want to appear to be ugly because we're in a new generation where they care about appearance, they care about how their hair look, they care about how their face look, they care about that. So it's like you screwing your face up for what? It makes you look ugly. You're beautiful. You shouldn't do that to your face. I'll say stuff like that to the point where if she gets an attitude, it's no longer she ain't screwing my face no more. She just mad. It's still, but she don't screw her face up no more. So you gotta. It's kind of like a reverse psychology kind of thing that you would do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying? So you gotta learn
I'm
how to
letting
humble
them
down. You know
win right
what I'm
now.
saying? You
I'm
don't
letting
want
them
to.
win with
Right.
my anger, and I'm
Right.
losing. and I thought I was winning, but
Mm-mm.
I'm not. I'm losing.
Right.
And I
Right.
got so much more love in me than I have anger, and I've
There
been
you go.
silly. I've
Lead
been,
with that. You gotta
yeah,
lead with that. Even with the anger, you gotta try to suppress that anger. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, like you
I've
said,
been,
you know how to walk away for a second. Be like, you know what? Give me
because
a
my
second.
fiance kept saying they kids, and I was looking at her. I don't give a fuck if they was
No,
men.
because they're
You
not
know?
kids. And I think people forget you don't look at like that whole thing about kids. See that first of all, when they feeling like they're maturing and they're getting older, nobody wants to hear they're still a baby. It's just like my daughter was 4, and I used to be like, "You my baby." She's like, "I'm not a baby no more. I'm a big girl."
Yeah,
It's like they're getting to a stage where they're getting into adulthood, womanhood. Don't treat them like kids. You understand? It's a
exactly.
way that you have to. That's a different type of respect you give them as well.
You
But
gotta
you also
progress.
show
You
them where
progress.
they're acting childish. Like, aren't you grown? Aren't we trying to be short? That's like, you
Yeah,
acting like you're like 10 right now. It's a reverse psychology kind of thing. They don't want to seem like a child. So now they're going to try to exude behaviors that's not childish. So it's
and we
like,
gotta give them
and
responsibility. Yeah,
you're going to be mad and you're going to have your attitude about what they're doing. But you got to learn how to suppress it. That's what humble comes into, when you got to
Ooh,
humble down because it's not
ooh.
about you. It's about reaching them.
You
It's
right.
about
You
reaching
right.
them. So I
I
had to
need
learn how
to
to
hear
bite
this
my tongue
today.
about a lot of things I didn't want to bite my tongue about. We're like, girl, did you just, you know what? Let me check
You right.
myself because I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna reach you better if I do it this way. And I've seen the difference and how I
Yeah.
do both. Now
You
don't
right.
get me wrong. Every once and again, like if it happens because my daughter swung one time. She thought it was a little sweet, and I had to
Yeah.
show her force. But I didn't beat her like somebody in the street. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get enough where, and even me, I had to scale back. Like you can't go too hard. You know what I'm saying? To the point
Yep.
she understands she can never do that again. But at the same time, she understood it was disrespectful and she was wrong. I gave her enough space to think it over. You know what I'm saying? So that whole your kids swing, beat them like they're a stranger in the street. No, you don't do that. You let them show them who's boss, but you do it in such a way. It's in everything's in moderation. You do it in such
Yeah.
a way that they understand they can never
My
raise their hand
son
again.
tried me,
But
and I
at
gave
the same
him 2 quick
time,
ones to the
what can I
chest.
say? Huh?
Yeah, my son tried me one time, and I had to give him 2 quick ones to the chest. I didn't know you was that strong. Yeah, don't try me.
Exactly. And that was enough.
I'm
You didn't have to
not,
beat him down,
I'm
give
not
him a black and blue knock out his teeth. You didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You gave him enough. You know what I'm saying?
him.
So
You just give me up in like an hour or two. Like, God, it's so hard. But I have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
you have
Because I want these young ladies and my beautiful young ladies to be strong in this world, and I am not
mhm,
helping them get to where they need to be by being stubborn
right.
and doing what the world would do to them, turn their
Exactly.
back on them. And that's what the fuck I did, and I'm mad at myself now
Don't be mad at
because
yourself. Just do better. Once you know better, you just do better. That's it. So don't hold into that guilt or nothing. Just do better.
yeah, and I'm
Just
gonna do
move
better
forward
tomorrow. Like
different.
I'm that type of person. Like when somebody checks some stuff in the door, see my fiance be disrespectful with it. You know what I'm saying? Like because she's angry, because she's frustrated. But
And that's why I say y'all
it's
gotta
so
get on
much,
the same page because they see that. And so
yeah,
if they see that she could disrespect you, that's what makes them feel like they got the pass to do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
exactly.
page because y'all got to both be on the same exact page. Because if the kids, I'm gonna tell you that's one thing they will do. They're gonna find that open middle, try to get through. That's what they're gonna try to do. If it's there, they're gonna
That's
use
what
it
they do.
to their advantage. Yes, they will do that. That's just what it is.
They're
That's
saying
a
it
fact.
too.
But when y'all on one page, they can't get in between nothing. So she can't keep disrespecting you in front of them, and then expecting them to respect her. Because you just feel like, okay, well, you disrespect
Her
her.
mouth
Why should
is
I respect
saucy.
any of y'all?
Even if it be disrespect, her mouth is just so saucy. That's why I just
Yeah.
don't say
They
nothing back.
watching that and they're
Oh
feeding off of that. And so she has to understand that she is giving them that energy. That's why they don't respect her or respect you. Because they're like, okay, y'all don't respect each
yeah,
other from what I can see. So why should anybody give respect? But once y'all start exemplifying that in a
yeah.
different way, I mean, there's a lot of things y'all gonna have to
Oh, it's a lot.
have them
It's a lot.
unlearn to relearn. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
a lot from what you told me, but everything's in steps. But one of them important first steps. Y'all already did the counseling. I'm glad about that. But y'all have to get on the same page, man. Y'all gotta start praying back together. Y'all gotta stop. Don't argue, yell in front of them. Don't disrespect. You gotta even teach her that. Like, yo, basically sit her down.
Amen.
You disrespect me, that's why they disrespect you and me because you don't have respect for me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
What you say,
You gotta
Swazland?
show them. You gotta tell
Pray
her.
together. Pray together.
I tell
Pray
pray together.
together.
Got
Pray
to.
together.
Got
Pray
to.
together. Pray together.
Gonna press
Come
that.
together. You have to pray together.
Amen.
That's the
Amen.
way.
Amen.
It's the only
Because
way,
God,
little B. Little
Amen.
B, listen,
That's why I said, Lord,
every time
like,
you try man's tool and it doesn't perform, go to God.
that
yeah,
part.
Simple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you
God,
right.
gotta
And
do
I
it.
got it. Like, I'm not a person that I used to hit my head against the wall so much as a youngin, and I refuse to do that as an adult. Like it's
Yeah.
silly. Like,
Yeah.
you take yourself down a road that's endless of not listening, of not progressing, as not growing. I cannot do that with my life anymore. I have people that I represent. I have a lane that I want to be in. I want to be at the top of my game every day. Even when I fall, I still want to be at the top because falling is a part of the process of growing. I'm okay with the fall, but how am I going to get up, and what ways am I going to be better once after I have took a fall?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in the same place as I was in the beginning, then that's idiotic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I cannot do that. Like, I
So
ain't. And man, you just checked me in the door. I'm almost dang speechless, and I always have words, but I have done more damage than I have done positive with my feelings.
yeah. Gotta be mindful of them. That's why that humble, that's important. That's why I said it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just move forward
Yeah, I just
differently.
gotta correct
No.
it. I
That's
just
all.
gotta correct it and be there for them in the ways that people haven't been there for them
Exactly.
because
Amen.
the family dynamics is messed up,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of when they tell the story.
Can I ask
Man,
you a question, Lil B?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you ask yourself why it repeated itself? Yeah,
While my
I
life has
know.
repeated itself.
Yeah, I know. I
Swaz, say
already
that
know.
again.
Yeah, I bet. Hold on.
Yeah, where you gotta repeat.
Give me
You
one
gotta
second,
repeat.
please. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Mhm.
Okay. But don't until he comes back, little
Mhm.
B, don't
Yeah.
still pray individually, but pray with her also.
Yeah.
All the prayers add up. So still do it individually when you got your own space, own time, whenever you're on your own time. But when y'all get together, y'all make sure y'all do it together.
Yeah. And I need help writing my book because I know you done
I
read a
got you.
couple.
I got you.
Yeah, I
I
know what
love when
it
people say they
is.
write. Oh my God, it do through chill through my body. So I got you.
Yeah. Because I had to, now this is what I'm bad with. So I had to go to my sister for a couple things because I'm a person, in order for me to overcome something, I'll put it out of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll kind of get lost and it'll kind of get misconstrued within the real. So I'll be like, did that happen? But it happened, but I'm so good at with putting stuff out of my mind
Mm-hmm.
that I have to dig deep to go back and get it.
Yeah.
So I have to like check with my sister with a couple things that happened because
And that's
I
fine.
have been
Do that. That's
yeah,
important. I wrote my autobiography. That's what I had to do. I had to go to my mom, my dad. Even though I had the best relationship with them at the time, it's certain things that I had to get a certain understanding from their viewpoint to see if I got it correct. So that's fine. That you actually look. You're doing the writing process the right way without my advice. That is one of the steps. So you're doing good,
yeah,
buddy.
'cause it was like I was getting stuff botched up, and I'm looking like, and then I went back to dates. Like it's so crazy. My mind works that I
Mm.
went back to 1 and 2, but then I had to go to my mom for those stories,
Yeah.
like how I
Yeah.
was and
Mm-hmm.
what ways did I move? Like have I always been this person? Where was my journey? How did I grow? And I
Yeah.
always been through pain, and that's crazy because I function in pain, but when I was happy in my life, I didn't know how to function because I
Mm-hmm.
had to be there. Like I
Mm-hmm.
had to be in a happy place. So I'm like, dang, well, how do I function in this? Because this is not normal. To normal people function good and happy, but I wasn't happy
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
because I had a missing compartment. Like I never got to speak to my father and
Okay.
ask him
Little
why
bit,
he did it. Yeah, go
little
ahead.
bit, little bit.
Hmm.
I want to know, do you ever ask yourself why each and every one of you experienced it?
Say that one more time.
Do you ever ask yourself why did each and every one of you, so you, your daughter, your mother, experience the same exact cycle?
Mm-hmm.
Because I went down the same exact road she did. but I couldn't see it
No,
while I was turning.
you just know it's bigger than you, man.
So
Mm-hmm.
what
Bigger
you
than
think
you.
it is?
That's a curse. It's a
Mm-hmm.
curse. It's a curse,
Okay.
Queen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a curse. I don't know who got it. I don't know where it came from. That's not neither here nor there. But your
Mm-hmm.
fight is not here, little bit.
Okay. Okay.
It's not. It's not on this. It's not. It's not here. It's not. That's why you function so well in the chaos at one point is because maybe that's where somebody wanted you.
True. True. Yeah. I always just look at my life like it was meant for me to go through it because I've always been able to overcome what I've been through. And I
No,
have been hard a little bit, but I don't never let it take me to a point where
you can save your
I'm not going.
granddaughter. You can save her.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it, and I'm going to. With
Yep.
all that
Good.
I am,
I'm going to. Yep.
I am
Yeah.
going to. Like,
You can save
I,
your granddaughter if you pray for her and you
yeah,
release those strongholds and you continue to stay in her life and do it as many times as you can. Make
Yep.
sure you make that a part of every birthday. Before you give her a gift, you give her
yeah.
that. You release her
Oh,
from the strongholds, whatever ties, whatever connection, whatever's bonded her, whatever that is, right? That got your family. Because
what's
it
crazy?
got
She got it already more. My grandbaby, even though this woman be mean to her, she still
Just
show her love
with
and
love.
respect, and she get it at 7.
And that baby leaves with love. That baby is.
No matter what. Like I tried, like she calls my daughter's boyfriend dad. I tried to get her to not call him daddy, and she wouldn't do it. And my grandbaby listened to everything I tell her, but that was the malice in my heart because I didn't like him. That I didn't want her to call him dad. And she looked at me and she said, "That's my daddy." And I said, "That ain't your daddy." And she was like, "That's my daddy." And I said, "I'm being idiotic right now because if this but he don't show her the love that I need a man to show a little girl. He is a boy. He's not a man because his age say he a man. Like
You
he
know
don't
how God
go
says
ahead.
be like little children, right?
Hmm.
Your granddaughter is showing you that you can reach people with love. Even though he might not be showing her fatherly attributes,
Exactly.
she is actually speaking to his spirit by saying that to him. So she's planting
Yeah.
little seeds by showing him love. Irregardless if they don't seem like they're worthy. That's what God does with us. We don't be worthy of his mercy, his grace, or any of that. But he
Yep.
still gives it to us. He still gives us love.
And my
As much as
grandbaby
it's gonna get
so
him crap to make him we know is making him upset. He
my
still with
grandbaby so
love.
smart. When she go to the park, the first thing she do before she play with kids, she asks them what they name. What is their name? So she can be personal with them. So when she asks them, "Can we go to the swing?" She know their name, and she remember everybody. I don't. I tried to make her forget my ex. She still remembers her. Like she still remember the time they played together. She still remember little moments, and she was 3 or 4 at the time. She was a baby, and she remembered the
On the
interaction.
good of people.
Remember
That's what it is.
everybody.
It's love.
It's she
The
just
baby
a
is filled with
love
love.
child. Everywhere she goes, people flock around her.
I
And it
like.
be bothering me because I'd be like, okay, hold on, y'all getting too close. But
I mean,
she
you definitely need to be their protector, but she's leading with love. It's in her. Her light shine.
everything,
That is love
every
in that baby. And she sees the world for what it is. This world needs a lot of love. It's missing a lot of love. And that's why she's here. She's here to give it love.
asked me one time why my daddy don't love me. He treat me mean sometimes. And I said, well, what do he do? Well, I be trying to talk to him and give him a hug, and he'll say, not right now. I said, well, every time he do that, you call me, and we'll hug through the phone, or I talk to you, because he shouldn't do that. And she be like, I just want a hug. And my grandbaby talk very efficient. I can ask her a question, and she can break it down into details of how she feels and why she feel that way in every moment of her life. She can remember when a person was mean. She said one time a little boy pushed her off the swing, and she kind of scraped her arm. And she said I wasn't mad at him. He wanted to get on the swing, but I told him next time you can just ask me and don't push me. She didn't even get mad.
Mm-hmm.
And he pushed her off the swing. Like, she is an amazing freaking child. When she watch something, she can break down every name. Like, I be testing her. She get in the car and we drive. She know every name. She can't even read, but she know every name on the building. She know what's in there. My grandbaby is going to be the most healthy eater I ever seen. My grandbaby
Is a blessing to this world.
eats
That is a
and
blessing to
she
this world.
eats salad. She's been eating spinach since she was 1. She would take a carrot or apples before she take ice cream. What? What kids are doing that? Not many, but I probably there's some more out there. She say, I don't want I don't want fatty foods because it's unhealthy. I want to be healthy and live long.
Hmm.
Love corn. Finish her plate. She's an amazing kid. It was
Hmm.
a she was supposed to be here.
She is. She is. She's leading with love.
The
She's a
devil thought
blessing
he had
to
someone
her
and he had
generation.
a child, but he made an amazing being in God's eyes and in this world that we live in. Cause she gonna change the world, and I'm gonna help her do it.
Exactly. And what
I
Swaz is
stand
saying
in
is
my
a
way.
generational curse that you can break. You
Oh, I'm
protect it.
going to.
Yes.
I promise you that. This
Hmm.
day, I, it gotta be the next day. It gotta be August 31st, 2022. I'm gonna change the world, and I'm gonna change it through her. And she's changing me every day. And JP and
Hmm.
Swazland, and we're gonna change everybody we speak to.
Amen. And Lil B, let me
Every
tell
day.
you something now. That when you saying all the stuff you've been going through, I'm so blessed and happy to hear that you writing, because everything we ever been through from the moment we was little to right now, even the stuff we gonna continue to go through, it ain't for us. We go through it for other people, because the same way that I've been through all my struggles and stories, and I'm ready to reach out to your daughter. I went through
Yeah,
that for her. And one day she's gonna realize she went through what she did for the next woman who comes behind her. Like everything you went through, Lil B, you're gonna touch people, and because you're gonna meet somebody that's going through exactly what you're going through, and they don't know how they're gonna make it, and you're gonna be like, I made it, and this is how I did it. You're gonna help them. That's what's gonna happen. So you're all
yeah.
the stuff you've been through has not been for no reason.
And then
It was
God
to
meant for
help
me to
somebody
go
behind
through it because He
you.
knew, huh?
No, I said it's to help somebody that's going through right now that think there's
Yeah,
no way out, and you've already made it out of that one, whatever that one thing you've already made it past. You're going to be
yeah.
able to tell them it's possible. You're going to be able to show them with your life, your walking testimony. It's possible.
I'll let nothing of this world ever break me because I'm meant to be here. My mother said something to me when I was younger, and it scared the mess out of me. Um, my mom used to have all these bad pains, and she didn't really explain it to me good. But she was like, "You have hands that heal. Can you
Mhm.
rub my leg? Can you rub my back?" And she would make me like rub her back and her leg, and she wouldn't have pain no more. And I'll be like, I
That's the
thought the
Holy
pain was
Spirit
gonna
speaking.
come to me, but she
Mm.
didn't never explain to me that I just had a being, and she been telling me since I was little, you're special. Like
You have
she
a
wanted me
spiritual
to be
gift
in
of
the
healing,
middle.
Lil B. You got a spiritual gift of healing.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, don't
scary
deny
because you
what that
gotta
is.
explain things to me. Like you just can't say something. Give me a
Yeah,
context to what you're saying, because
yeah,
I for a long time I wouldn't touch her at all because I'm like, well, am I gonna have the pain? Where the pain go? Like she didn't explain to me
yeah,
that it's within me.
yeah. It's the Holy Spirit working through you. That is a spiritual gift from God.
Yeah.
We just talking about that medical people with this medical and all this other stuff. The holistic medicine, as they say it, that's a term. But we're not intended to sit here and take pills and do all that and take shots and all that. That spiritual gift of healing comes from God.
Oh, and I
Like,
never had a drink or smoked a day in my life ever, and I'm 36. Not
yeah.
for me. I don't knock nobody that does it
Mm-hmm.
or how I feel about it, but it's just not for me. Like I always want to
That
keep my
would be.
mind and my mental strong.
And that's another reason why you got all these distractions, all this stuff around. That's why you got to stay prayed up. That's consistent. You have to, because like you said, when you were younger and you were told to put your hands on, there's somebody out there right now. God will tell you, you clear your mind and you get in tune with him. He will tell you somebody, a stranger, whatever, to touch and heal at that moment. He wants to use you as his vessel. But you got to be clear of that. Stay praying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because there's
stay in
people
my
out there that.
yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Like I be wanting to just snap, and when I feel like that, I just start praying to God and ask him why is that coming. And this another thing, and I've never shared this with nobody, right? I be having like bad thoughts, and it be like the devil be playing with my mind,
He
and I
will.
always just start praying
Fine.
because I be having like these so bad thoughts, and I have to shake it off, and I be like, God, you got me, like, and I just look off into the sky, like, leave me alone. I'm not for you. I'm for God. Like,
That's all.
I'm not gonna go down that road. Like, that's not my lane. My lane is to bless, not to down. Like, I've had my moments where life get hard and I don't understand what road I'm going down, but I just keep praying. Like,
Little B.
God is my best friend. Yeah.
Little B. Ephesians 6:10-18. Read that every day. Every day, once a day. I don't care if you want
Inbox
to read it in
that
the
to
morning,
me.
you want to read it at night. Ephesians
Inbox that.
6. I got you. I'm putting it in there for that's putting on a full armor of God so you can resist the devil. Okay? Every day, little B. If you wake
Yeah.
up in the morning, it's the first thing you say that full 6:10-18. Ephesians 6:10-18 every
You know
day.
what's crazy? Like I didn't talk to my mom for like 3 years, and within that 3 years, I was going through it. Like I was on the floor just pleading to God to help me, and I called my mom, and we wasn't talking, and I said I need you to pray for me, and she said I never stopped praying for you. And I just hung up the
Amen.
phone. I was like, man,
Amen.
covering me, but it be feeling like your backside out, and you don't know where to turn to. And all I knew was to call my mom because she always been there, but I couldn't understand why she would do the things she done to me. And she just said in so of a calm, peaceful voice, I never stopped praying, and I just got up off the floor and got in the bed and laid down, and it was probably the best sleep I ever got because I just needed her words. I just needed to know, like, you done this, but you still got me. You still there.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
inboxed
amazing
it
that you say that
every
because
day, once a day. Read it
Got you.
every day.
I, I'm ready to live on my purpose, and I think I got sidetracked with just trying to provide. Like
That's what happened.
I didn't want to be off of where I was destined to be. Like I was at my job the other day, and I said I'm not supposed to be here, and I don't think I'm better than nobody or they supposed to be here. But I know God got so much for me. Like I had an opportunity because I used to do a podcast with one of my comedian buddies, and
Mm-hmm.
had a little small contract where I was going to speak at colleges, and I had so many kids coming up to me like, "Man, you a blessing to me." Like, and the professor came to me and she was like, "My student that never talks and never writes, like explaining things and expressing herself after you left, she wrote 3 pages of how she was gay and you know, and she was Muslim, so she can't come out, and how she's been mistreated as a kid. Because I went down the the path of my life, and how I overcame through prayer, and how I've overcame through believing that God is the end of end all, and I'm pretty for sure I helped that girl be who she wanna be for real.
Sorry, Luby, I'm here. I was just praying. I'm sorry.
Really good.
But yeah, full armor of God. You got to, because you clearly have
Welcome to
something you got to do.
welcome to
Go
the
ahead.
live, female training.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
We're blessed, and I can feel that you are too. Is everything good?
Absolutely. I was listening to the young lady speak about her mom, and I wanted to just share with her that your mama is the closest thing to Jesus until you meet her baby.
Your mom's going, even in your midst of doubt, worry, confusion, and even when you feel like nobody's there, she's gonna always be praying for you, because to deny you is to deny her. You are
Yeah.
who she is. You are the life, and she's the air that you breathe. And I too know exactly what it means to be away from my mom, or to feel like I need to do something on my own, but you still have to have that wireless connection. It is very important for you to go back to where you began. It was very mature, and just understand we never stop praying for our babies. Even if you think we're not there, we are. Because why? You are a part of it. You are our DNA, and it hurts us more that our children feel a need to I guess go out and do what they need to do. But that's the purpose in life, to get out and spread your wings. But when it comes time to get when you need your thirst quenched, she that water. And she gonna make sure she that last cup of water to quench your thirst before you dehydrate, baby. I promise you that. Just remember that.
I think she was going through something. I think she was going through menopause, because the things she done and the way she hurt me was like unbearable. And it was like I didn't lash out at her and I didn't disrespect her because I knew I didn't do anything wrong. And she couldn't grasp the fact that I was gay. Like, she was like horrible. Like, I would invite her to my house and she would just clown and just bring that this atmosphere of just like mad. Like, I don't even want to call it evil, because I'll never say that about my mother, but she tore me down more than she built me up, and I had to distance myself from her because she was hurting me. And I explained it to her, and the next week she called DCFS on me and got my kids taken away. She said the most downright dirty thing that you could ever say about a human being, let alone her child. And them people took my kids away from me. I lost my job. I lost my apartment, my car, because I quit my job. And every day I went to the DFS office with a sack lunch. And she told them people I was touching my grandbaby. She told them people I was beating on my kids. She told those people that I made my kids eat out the garbage. To the point where they took my kids away from me in less than 48 hours. Made me put my kids in a safety plan. And I don't have people. I don't have families. So they had to go ahead.
Have you forgiven her?
Nope.
I was going to ask
You have
that.
to.
Nah,
You and your. I feel my whole body is warm right now. My mom did all of this to me that you're saying.
nope.
She did. You gotta
I
trust me.
don't even know how to forgive her, because why would she lie on me like that for no reason? Do I care about my mama and respect her? I do.
Little
But
B,
like
my
I
mama
just
did the
told you,
same
baby,
thing to
hold
me,
on.
little B. I kid you
My
not.
forgiveness,
But you
that's what
gotta
I
forgive
struggle with.
it.
No,
Yeah, that's trouble. It's
I'm
hard.
working with it. I'm working with it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love her and I do for her. Like, I be back around her, but at first I couldn't be around her because I lost
I
everything.
know.
You
Trust me.
know, and then the lady, and then this is the kicker part. She had teamed up with the lady at the DCFS office, and every time I would come, the lady would lay a Bible down, and I would, at the time I could still do it, I would quote scriptures to her. And she'd look at me and she'd take the Bible and she'd put it on her lap. I know the church. I was raised in the church. My father was a freaking pastor. So you're trying to think and you're treating me this way because I'm gay. It didn't have nothing to do with what I did to my kids or how I did, because I did
Right.
nothing to them.
I feel you.
And then after that, my mother went and got a restraining order against me. I had 2 visits with my kids. I went and I got them and I took them to the park. When I left and took them to the park, she called the police and told them I took them, and then showed them the safety plan, and then got an order of protection against me. Then the lady at so say for instance, I got she supposed to come visit me. When she come visit me, she would say I'm supposed to come to the DCFS office. She would go to my house. So it looked like I missed the appointment. But she would tell me that I gotta come down there,
Little
and then
B.
she would go to my house. Go ahead.
It messed up. It messed up. Listen, it's several scriptures about forgiveness and how to do it. Okay. And I'm telling
Okay.
you, everything you can Google my name and you will find a court case that my mom put out on me. I was a public figure on reality TV when she did this to me. I lost everything. This happened to me in 2018. Lil B, this is fresh for me with
Yeah.
her, right? I know what you're saying. I've lived. It's crazy because I ain't gonna say I thought I was alone, but it was like, yo, I used to say, I gave a testimony on one of my lives before. Why does my mom hate me so much? I don't get it. I don't get it. No, I ain't never did nothing to her but give her love. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's cliche for people to say forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, but it's true. It's
You
true.
right.
And you
And
gotta
I'm
do
trying
it
to
day by
learn.
day. It ain't an overnight thing. It's hard. I just got to the final place of forgetting. I didn't forgive my rapist. I done forgave my mama. I had a whole list of people. I don't have that. I'm free. Like, it feels so freeing in my spirit and in my heart. You will literally feel that resentment and that hate that you have on your heart for what they've done for you, that hurt, that pain, just kind of just go away. You'll feel it physically in your heart. Just drop
Yeah.
off. You have to pray. That's also where prayer comes in. You pray for your enemies. You pray for those who persecute you. Pray for her day by day. Pray that she makes it right with God. Pray that she gets to a place
Right
where
now, like
you got to
she
keep
talked to me and
praying
give me
on her.
advice.
Pray for her.
Yeah.
Pray. I'm telling you, that's the way that you slowly start to get to a place where you can forgive. Because every time that you pray, I didn't pray for my rapists and everything. I don't pray for them to go to hell. I pray for them that they are saved, that they sit there and they find God and they make right in their life. Even if they never come to me and say they're sorry, I don't care. I pray for them.
Yeah.
It needs to get to a better place of forgiveness. So pray for them every day, little B. Pray for your
I
mama
do.
every day. Anybody else who ever hurt you, pray for them every day. I
It's not
promise you,
many
your heart
people
will start
because
to
I
feel
move away
lighter.
from it. I don't. It's not many people because I move away from people and I be very precautious of who I let in my life
And that's
and who I
good. You
share
don't
my
have to be,
feelings.
you don't have to be their friend. Doesn't mean you got to be with them every day. You don't have to
Yeah.
go ahead and invite them to your house for dinner. That's okay. I don't talk to my mom, but you know what? I pray for her. I still pray
Yeah.
for her. We don't have conversations. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
I
Pray.
got a brother I don't
It'll
talk
make
to
it easier
neither.
for you to forgive.
I ain't talked to him in God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Is it
I'm
okay
trying to
if I say
grow.
something?
Oh yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
I'm just listening. I want to share a piece, if it's okay. Did
Yeah,
you
go
say you
ahead.
didn't talk to your dad? Did you say you didn't talk to your? You don't know how long it's been
My
since you talked to
dad,
your
he
dad?
passed away some years ago. My brother, I haven't talked to him in probably about 6 years.
Okay.
I don't even talk about him at all, but I do, my brother.
So I'll say this before I say anything else. Wisdom stands for working in silence, determine one's maturity. Time stands for this is my energy. Humble stands for he understands me beyond life's expectations. And I have a whole host of those acronyms, but I will say this. Pain stands for paying attention is necessary. You're in pain right now, or so that's what I'm hearing project from your mouth. And you said you don't even know how to begin. I would say one thing for sure, two things for certain. The same way you are speaking to us is the same way you need to go to God and say, God, create my blueprint. I do not know where to begin, but I do know I want this hurt off me. And when you pray to him, you let go of that doorknob. Because he can open and close doors, but he can't do it with your hand on the doorknob, baby.
Amen.
He can't do that. Oh my God, who is that beautiful young lady up there?
I'm loving. I wanted to make sure you could see me
Okay,
while you speak. I ain't want to
so I will
be
say
behind
this
the
if you don't
screen.
mind. It goes, I am a word. Because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I am a movement. I dance to my own tune, allowing not a fraction of my innermost totality to be consumed. I am the brick and mortar. I possess the power to destroy and restore order. Baby, I am a queen. I quietly unleash elegant energy naturally. Now I ask you, how dare you? How dare you stand bold and unbothered on the very ground that bleeds the flesh of my father's father and drip the milk on my grandmama's breast? How dare you? And how dare you turn your back on those that sacrifice their backs so that you can reach back to give back? How dare you? And how dare you disrespect the melanin in your skin just to blend in with the Europeans who stole the souls of our old, bucked our men and raped our black women? How dare you? And how dare you look down on our seniors who were beat down because their skin was brown, treated as misfits so that you could sit, stand, kneel, or however you see fit, so that at the end of the day, baby, you can unapologetically say, Mama, I graduated. And although you didn't ask to be here, my dear, you see, I gave you the very best part of me. I gave you the flesh of my flesh, the air that I breathe, the line of my life, the keys to my history, so that your black ass could be free. To one day rewrite a legacy with the understanding that you could never be without my story, my testimony, my bloodline, and my legacy. Oh, baby, there's nothing more that I want than the very best for you, but not at the expense of losing you. Not to them, but because you've been blinded by society's definition of acceptance, baby. You have most definitely lost sight of you. The wars that were fought, the lives that were bought, the blood that was shed for you and your sisters to lay your fucking head. How dare you? You see, I sacrificed my life so that you could be the next Booker T, Maya Angelou, Marcus Garvey, Michelle Obama, Muhammad Ali. But baby, please don't forget this dope ass Shaq G, you see, because my love runs deep. And this covenant I will forever keep. So to deny you was to most definitely deny me. And if asked if I would do this shit all over and over and over again, I would say, hell yeah, most definitely. Why? Because I give my life completely. I don't know what happened to you and your mom, but you have kids of your own. And that same feeling that's spewing from your spirit, they feel it. So what baby girl was saying, you don't have to, but you are free to choose. But you are not free from the consequences of the choices that you make.
Right.
So whenever you are ready to say, God, I'm ready for you to take this shit off my shoulders, let him take it off. And you breathe. Breathe stands for believing, receiving, embracing, and trust him every day. When you are ready to live your own best life, you choose to change things with choosing happiness and never give excuses. You deserve to be happy. Whatever happened, it happened. It created a scar. Scar stands for second chance and restoration. Baby, you have a second chance to breathe and to create your own narrative. Create it and live happily. That's all I got to say.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get in there.
I might even
Gotta
came up
break
for you
down
too. How about that?
I didn't hear you say it again.
That's why you say you about to cam up. I just gotta break through the
No,
barrier.
don't be in the camera.
You know, don't.
How
I
you
guess y'all
doing?
said the president. Here y'all go.
Peace and
I'm here.
blessings. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Words were powerful. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
You're out, drop down.
Still working, y'all.
I'm gonna have to leave. I don't get out of here.
And I had to follow his Swazi's lead.
Little B, you
I'm gonna get
good?
in there.
B, thank you for sharing, for
Hey,
real.
I don't want to keep
Takes
you
a
up
lot
all night.
of
I
strength.
know you gotta get up.
What'd you say?
I said I don't want to keep Swazi up all night. I know we gotta all get up in the morning.
Listen, when God
Oh,
is moving, don't nobody leave. I was supposed to be off of this at 11. I don't care. When God moves, I stay still. I
yeah,
listen.
I'm working. I'm just doing, just take care of what I need to take care of. That's important. And realizing everything I thought was important was already taken care of by God. So now I don't need to have to
Amen.
work. So
Amen.
that's
I
how that
That,
works,
appreciate
little
that.
B. When you're a
yep.
soldier,
Yep.
because it was just starting to weigh on my heart. Like, damn, I know I got something to do in the morning. I just checked. It don't even exist. Don't even exist.
That's what he
Yeah.
does. When you are what? When you obedient to him and you let him
Don't
do
even
him, he
exist.
take care of you. Yes.
I
Amen.
So,
I
little B.
always just focus myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that I stand in my own way. Like I know it. I ain't crazy. And I'm a very hard worker, but I can't keep moving the goalpost. Like I
Mm-hmm.
gotta put it down in the ground and go right at it and stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So,
Yeah, look, little B. You know this is your time because the councilman just walked in. And I know he's gonna have some words for you because councilman's already spoken to you.
Yeah.
And this is what tends to happen when people at least have used the cell phone and spoke to God at least on their own. Then when you come to more spiritual connections, the spiritual connect,
Yep.
Yeah.
and they do what they need to do. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know,
I'll
Swaz,
be in.
I've been connected with you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I came to you and I asked you, like, man, what can I do? Because I know your wisdom, I know your strength, and it's like, but it wasn't time yet. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? It wasn't time yet. And I seen you put that in the live the other day. I think it's time. And I said, and then what you always say to me, you always tell me like it's not the money. You know, it's not the money. And I always listen to you and I'm like, dang, I need the money though, but I get what you saying now. Like,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
and if I would have shifted things around, and I'm not saying that because I'm gonna go back, but I see the path I took, and I gotta go back in my mind only and
mm,
rewrite where I'm from. But I'm gonna step in my trenches now, you know, because it was steps that I misstepped. It was. That's
Mm-hmm.
mm,
reality that we live in. You have to listen to that to that spirit, which is God. No, don't take that move. Don't do it. Don't
Mm-hmm.
do this. Stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Ease that. And I wanted love so bad, and I wanted people around me so bad that I didn't. I let my blinders come, and I didn't open my heart to see like it's not right. And I fell right into the hands of the devil for a minute. I went through a depression. I went through being homeless. I went through so many things because I was hitting my head and chasing money. I was chasing money. And I should have been chasing God. I should have been chasing my understanding instead of the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Always needing more. Always, oh, I need this, I need that, I need that. I didn't
yeah,
need to be around my
a lot of
kids.
us get caught in that though. I don't think that's a
That
lot of
trap.
us deal with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
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 No, just walking in the world. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can't let the world lead you. Sometimes you got to lead the world, man.
Yep. Be
yeah,
in
And
the
you,
world, not of the world, Lil B. Yep. Yep.
yeah,
this is what it is, man. And you
Mm-hmm.
once you realize that you were just a part of it, and you wasn't trying to be the heart of it, then I would consider
yeah.
that a problem.
And I've always been a leader, and I started to follow. That's not my lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
not supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
behind nobody. I'm supposed to lead. So how do I channel and be the head of my life and be the head of where God wants me to be as I'm following? It's not my position. I'm too smart. I'm too diverse. I'm too so many things. That's where I got off.
Mm-hmm.
When things come to me, I got 1 or 2 days, if that. Because one thing I give my mother, she always kept me structured, and she always never let me say I can't do something. My mother used to do the thing like if she would put stuff on the top shelf and make sure nobody in the house help me get it, because she wants to push me ever since I've been a little girl. I can do it on my own. Don't ask for help unless you need it. And I needed you guys. And that's why I always stay tuned in, because I always get something. Even when the negative happens, I can take something from that. And what do I take from that? That's not the person I want to be. Pray for that person. Pray for that person to come out of the turmoil that they're in. Because half of the time when we're lashing out and we're not coinciding with people, is because we're hurting,
Mm-hmm.
lashing out, because we don't even know where we at in life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to do it. That's not for me. I just don't understand
JP,
how much
I'm here.
y'all.
you good?
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm here.
Leo, you good? I
Leo
know
don't come.
Cash
Leo probably would have
sleeping.
got $1 million and now he back.
Here. I'm
Cash
a night
definitely
rider. I don't
sleeping.
be going to sleep sometime till like 5 in the morning.
Oh
Girl,
no.
See, this is why I love my husband, right? Because I was supposed to connect with him at 11, but he knows when God moves, he moves out the way. That's how he didn't
Yeah,
involve. You gonna sleep right?
that's when you got a good one.
Yes,
yeah, he
amen.
definitely did.
Because he submits to God, man. He knows. He knows.
Definitely did.
I done had God. I've been in the plan to do 15 minutes something, like pick something up, go get something, and I got 6, 7, 8 hours out of
Hmm.
like you don't understand, man. But
Like, so you
that's
at me and you was like, I know I only got 12 minutes. I'm like, yeah, okay. But God has a
And then
different
the
plan.
alarm didn't go off. I said, what he
That's why
magically got
I'm
on plane?
obedient. I'm obedient.
yeah. That's kind of how that goes.
Hmm.
Um, you good? Leo still good? Leo still up? He's still trading.
He's still
You know,
trading.
making
Leo, what
Good
them
millions.
job,
numbers look
Leo.
like?
Leave it up to Leo to be wide awake.
What time we
What's up,
connected in this
Swaz?
chat, Swaz?
What happened?
What time we connected in this chat tomorrow?
Uh, I don't know. Anytime. Like, like I told you, what I want to do
Mm-hmm.
is I want to identify whichever rules that are gonna govern the chat
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want this to turn into just some random people talk like because this is not what this is for. We can create other chats to
Yeah,
chat
we know what it's for. I titled it specifically. We know what it's for.
because when somebody drops something in there, we already know the mission. Like you understand?
Exactly. Okay.
So kind of like that's kind of what I want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously, somebody has maybe it's something they're not willing to be a part of. That's fine, but
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
like I think we got to come up with some sort of threshold for that though.
Well, let me know if you would hit me up and before we start so we can get an understanding how we move operating with this thing. And
You
let's
know
do it.
what? Oh, fine, fine, JP, fine. Going back to the computer, fine.
I
I
am
didn't even want to
listen,
know the schedule. I
I'm
didn't
a
even want to know the schedule for
I
tomorrow. I
cannot
really
tell you,
didn't want
I
to.
am a
Want to be
Melancholy. We
official.
like to plan a court. It gotta make sense.
JP want to be official.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with it because I be off balance sometimes, but when it's time for me to do what I gotta do, I line it up.
That
I don't
part.
care. I line it up.
Set the
Okay.
the plan and make it plain. That's listen.
11:30 to 1:30 over here. It's open. After two, I'm golden over here. Hold on.
Okay, let me know.
Wait. I'm letting you know. Hold on.
All right.
Where is this at? Okay. Up here. Uh, I'm thinking I could probably either do 11
Mm-hmm.
or 2.
Two. Let's do two.
And then 2, I got until at least 3:30.
Okay.
I'm gonna chime in, but I'm gonna be at work. So, so what y'all
Yeah.
gonna be just chatting or uh?
Well, what we got to do, so I'm thinking we would come together and and put like together those rules, identify who wants to be a part of it, start promoting it, start building it, and as that's
Okay.
happening, identify the mission because it was something that was conceived this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a man, so let me process it and
Right. That's why I said two.
take it to the father because could not, you know, I gotta still
Mhm.
test it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, you right.
Yes. For sure.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
whatever that is, I'm sure that God knows we need money. He understands that, and as long as
Yeah.
your purpose is for more than just another
So.
whatever that is in your closet, I
Mm-hmm.
think I think you're fine.
I got plenty of that. I worked for Nike for 5 years, so Anything that can be in your closet or on your feet, I done done it already. So,
Mhm.
So,
I don't got them aspirations no more.
And then we going through everything we're doing is not just for ourselves, it's for others. So we got to be on the same accord, one accord.
I want to get some of these programs back that we used to
because
have.
if you're
Like,
talking about, are you talking about the Leo? Because I think Leo is separate from
Hmm?
what the group that we just created.
Oh,
Like
okay.
what Leo went try. Is that the way you were seeing it,
What do you
JP?
mean?
Like
No, I
because
go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I didn't know, like, like what Leo and I were discussing. I don't know, like.
You said to put the 4 squares inside the chat, so that's what I did.
Yeah. But the four squares, I thought we were talking about to promote for one another. You know what I mean? On
Definitely. That I
business
mean,
entrepreneurial, right? But
right.
because that's what I thought it was the destination for that particular group. But the other group, I think that would be separate from that.
Okay.
Because not everybody's going to be intrigued by that. Some are going to be,
And when I
they
say
like.
okay, because I titled it right, wealth exchange. When I say that, that's usually like, for instance, if I have like I'll use one thing because I have like different hats, right? If I have publishing skills, like for instance, I'm sharing that. That ain't costing nobody nothing. That's for you.
Mhm,
You got marketing, you're sharing that. That ain't just for you.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by wealth
Yeah,
exchange.
I'll drop nuggets in there. Yeah, definitely. I'll
Yeah,
drop nuggets in there, like
yeah, it's not
different
money.
ways I know how to get to the bag. We could do stuff like that in that particular group. And
Okay,
then the other group could be more centric towards people that are interested in trying to start investing. And
investing and all that. Okay, okay, so we'll do
yeah,
a separate for that. Okay, got you.
that way they don't have to intersect if they don't want to.
Got you. Okay, so okay, we got to come up with what we gonna name that one.
um don't matter.
yeah, I got it, Leo. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, I got you. Got you. So
you know that
yeah,
that's not even here to what I used to call it, the next
I think
traders. I like the next traders is good because I don't want to be like anything before us.
right.
Something that
I
transcends what I've seen.
I got us. I got us. I know we had conversation. Yep. Yep. That I got it. I got you. Got you. Based on our conversation we had earlier, you'll know what I'm
Mhm.
talking. I got you.
What works, Leo? What works?
Is they? Oh, they're
Talk
not
to
gonna
me,
let
bro.
my dang on laptop. I have to do it when on my phone.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Swazi
Mhm.
asked Lil B if anything came through on Cash App. Did you get
Yeah,
anything?
yeah.
She
I
got
told
it. He said thank you, bro. Leo, it worked.
Where we at? Where
The
we at?
bloody thing worked, Leo. What do you say? I sound like Australian, right, Leo?
yeah, he said you don't sound like him. I heard him say that earlier.
Yeah, he be getting mad at me.
Let me see
Whatever,
what
bro.
Talk like
I
this.
do. Yeah. Who I had in there? I had Lil B in there. Hold on, making sure I'm getting the same ones. All right. So Leo's in the other group. You telling me, right? Put him in that one, and then
Yeah,
the
I
one.
don't know. I don't think Leo would be a part of the
So in
entrepreneur
this
group
one,
unless
then
he
I'm putting
wanted to.
Leo in this one, not the other
But
one.
but but he would probably want to just to be like, cause Leo into that type of stuff. That's why I say just add him.
Okay.
If he.
Jenny, I think she said. There's one more. Who's that? Jenny Big. And one more. I got y'all. Got
But this
y'all.
is for people that are like, okay, maybe you needed to see that there's something beside hoping that somebody gonna buy your product because you're
Yeah.
gonna see if you were to start a business, you're gonna get 1, 2, 3 likes for the first 5, 6 months. I want to accelerate that for people, and
Yeah.
then that right there, you'll if you can get 10, 12 likes and get your own 3, 4, and then the algorithm kick in, you get 20, 25, you'll see a total difference in whatever you're trying to promote. I promise you.
So is that the one for the wealth exchange, and this one is going to be more for the.
More for the entrepreneurs.
Gotcha. Okay. Hold on. Let me chat.
Oh no, the wealth exchange is the entrepreneurs, and then the
Right.
one you're coming up with, the next traders, whatever name you come up with for that, is gonna be
not letting me do the name on
for
this.
for for whatever people, for people really interested in trying to learn how to invest.
Okay.
Hold on. What show you was on? I ain't seen you on TV.
Who me? Who me?
You.
A couple. Oh God, I never talk about this stuff unless people ask. But I was on a reality show called Little Miss Atlanta. It was on TLC. It came on after Tallest and Tiaras. I was on a Mama June from Not to Hot. I was on like 3 episodes of that with them. My daughter was in the industry heavy. She was on Nickelodeon. She did Lip Sync Battle Shorty, so she was like the little Nicki Minaj. Yeah, my music, because I write everything. I don't just write books. I write like songs. I write plays. I write movie scripts, stuff like that. So my music has been seen on those television shows as well, on TLC and WeTV.
Okay. You don't
Yeah,
gotta keep it simple.
yeah, it's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It is out there. God has been great. But
That's cool my hair real quick. I had to go back. Wait a minute.
yeah,
She said,
I've been around the industry for a little while. Yeah, my
And
ups
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
downs.
And I've been faded.
Wait, where is it? I just created this damn group and I do not see it.
What?
Y'all see the next one?
J- Jeremy Kaz. Yeah, we're gonna add you. You good? Am I saying that right? Jermaine Kaz.
Where I just
I
added
don't
you.
know.
I do not see it. Do y'all see it?
Oh, what's going on, sweet cheeks? I see you in there.
Let me see if I refresh my laptop. If it pops up. Oh, that one didn't pop up. What the hell? I might have to redo it. I did on my Android. See now it's gonna make the Android look bad. The first one I
Nah,
did
don't do
on
that.
my phone. No, it really didn't pop up, and I know I created it. Like, stop playing.
Android probably taking a break from being stressed out, being next to that dirty iPhone.
Don't
it
do it.
happened.
What the hell you
This
doing?
this my daughter and my grandbaby right here.
Oh,
Oh, little precious.
little bees.
Man,
Dang, yo,
straight getting the comments.
fresh.
They definitely are little bees right there.
All right, let me try this one more damn.
She look just like you too, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter looks just like you.
Let me just add one. Let's see what happens when I do that. No, that's regular chat. Like, oh, I think what happened was, did it? Okay, I think I know what happened. I think because I had the 4 already. Is that what that's going to do? It's going like it's the same thing. Let me
And
just.
this
Hmm.
the kick. Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Give me a second, y'all. I ain't. I'm not new to. I'm new to this
Okay.
yet. Give me a
New to
second.
this, but be true to this.
Yeah, I'm about to
Man.
be true to this. Yeah, I'm new to it, but I'm about to be true to it. I got you. Okay, now did this pop up? Okay, this is what I'm gonna call it. Let's see. Did you see something pop up, Swazi?
Mm-mm. Oh, I gotta get my other phone. Hold on.
This is like dumb. I don't even see it. I just put you and Leo for now because I thought maybe because I put the same 4 in the other group, that's why it didn't pop up. But I don't even see it.
I'm about to tell you. I need the Y phone.
Listen, I sent a message in it. Like, oh, now it pops up. I had to send a message through it. What the? That wasn't
Yeah, I
right.
just heard the message. It just came in my ear. I heard it.
I had to send a message. That's the only way it popped up because the last time when I added it, it didn't do anything. Okay. That felt like right.
I don't know where my phone at.
Okay, I think I got it. So I can unsend that. Let's see. Okay. Now I can add more people from my phone. My laptop. Boom. All right, let me add little B. Who else I gotta add to this?
For which one? The second group?
Yeah.
Lil B, Jermaine Kais,
Okay, how do I spell it? Wait. Oh, they name right there. I see.
Jay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it from my laptop, so I gotta find their name. There you go. I got you. Um, Next, let's see. Did that add everybody? Boom, boom, boom. I'm missing one. Baked something, right? Baked
Yeah,
1997.
Bake, Jenny B.
Yeah, I got Jenny B.
Um, hold on.
Mm. I don't need the message and I'm gonna take that
I
off.
think that's it for now.
Okay.
You could add Stacks ROI though.
Wait,
STACK.
wait. Let me get there. All right, go ahead.
STACKSROI.
Okay, Bryant. Yeah, Stacks Roy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they in there. This
Um,
message in there because I now.
add Mr. Wells.
Okay, Wells. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Radio Wells, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, that ain't done.
Add ATQUEATQUELL.
Quell. My man
Yeah.
Quell. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, got you.
Ashby Cakes.
And who
Ashby and just Ash ASHB underscore
is it?
CAK.
Wait, B as in boy.
Yeah, B as in boy.
Okay, now keep going. Go ahead. What is it? Oh, Ash
Ash.
HB underscore cakes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Now, can I add another admit on here other than myself?
Yeah, you can add me.
Okay. Oh, I just put it next to your name.
Yeah.
Okay. Told y'all I ain't new to this, not true to this. I'm learning. Yep.
Uh,
It got you. All right. Somebody else? Or that's where we at?
I think that's enough for now.
All right.
Um, add one more. One more.
Okay, what is it?
Someone like no one. So SOME, the number one, like.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
A picture of Breonna Taylor or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Now you admit, so you could do that same thing, when
So we good.
with names when we not together or something.
Nah, but you know what it is? That list is the hot list of, like, you know what I mean? I
Okay.
won't never be able to see that list outside of the live.
Oh, okay. But I'm
You know what I
saying,
mean? That's my
okay.
no, but like when you hit that triangle, those are like your most active people in your life. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you. Okay,
And
okay.
I wouldn't have been able to see it and do it. So
Got-
I don't got the other phone. I don't know where it is. I'll look for it tomorrow.
Okay,
Next,
got you. So we're reset.
you know, we good.
That part.
We good. It's that easy. Oh, look at this. We get to go to sleep with just a little bit of, just a little bit. Any other time, I
What?
would not want to be bothered with this, but I feel like we need to lighten up the mood a little bit before we go to bed.
What it do?
Okay, go ahead.
Just like turn on the, like one of those boring channels to go to sleep with. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Realize this. Can I fix that? Let's see.
You
Hello,
you
my name is
over and
Justice.
then
I'm I'm
oh
33.
God.
I'm from I'm from I'm from I'm from Hi, I'm ready to talk now. Hello,
Hello, hello, hello.
Justice. Come back to the log. Oh shit, I just sent it to everybody.
What you just said?
The live to everyone.
Oh, did you?
Did it. I, what happened to Mac? Where was Mac at?
I don't know if she was in the comments for a second.
Uh,
She said she coming to Jersey.
I saw.
Yep.
Know what all that was about. So let me ask you a question though. Were your ears open?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm looking for what you telling me to look for.
I wonder if you saw what you were supposed to be looking for. Maybe I shouldn't have had to tell you. You just were supposed to look.
Mm, nah, I might have missed all that. Told me to keep them open. I had them open, but sometimes they was closed because I was praying over here.
I'm talking. I'm talking about. I'm talking about a certain point in time during the conversation. Early on is when your ears should have been open.
Yeah, let me ponder on that. Let me let God lead me on what I should have been paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in my subconscious somewhere.
I already told you what the Achilles was.
You did.
And I already asked you for some assistance because I felt like you were sent here to provide some.
I got that memo earlier. I ain't forget.
And then, so I already told you one right after another, right?
You definitely said that. I
And
remember.
that, and then you noticed something was right after another, right?
I'm following.
And so we'll talk in the background.
That part. I got you.
Leo, you
Yo,
wild animal,
Oh.
you. What you doing, man? Spending
Leo,
money?
where you went? You went outside somewhere?
yeah, I had to head out for a little bit and come back.
You
You
over
can
there
tell.
spending money, man. You just probably spending on some silly. What you just go buy, bro? You got the face of somebody that. What you buy? Some book or something? What are you up to?
No, I ain't up to nothing, I just had to go down the road, get something. I just had to go and do something and come back.
Did it
That's all.
require money? Yes. You
No,
got
no,
that
no,
expensive
no,
money face.
no.
What, May lady? What up? You up? You coming
Huh?
up here, May? No, I'm talking to May lady. What's going
Wow.
on, Leo?
Boy, not much, What you doing?
Ain't nothing, man. You have a great morning too, Jermaine. Chilling, man.
Well, I'm just here chilling. Actually, funnily enough, I had to go down to the Norfolk Navy base just now. That's about it, really. I was just passing through, seeing what's going on.
You was
That's
nervous
all.
out there?
Playing with you tonight.
May, I miss you. I hope you all right. Hope you staying out of trouble. And I know how you making that face right now. I can see you right now. Like, Swaz, you always bothering me. Damn. But, if I don't do it, who else gonna bother you? The rest of them, they just be captivated, lost in the sauce.
Exactly. Flipping, I'm always hungry when I come on flipping live, you know that? Shit,
Yeah, the
always.
midnight, you got the
Huh?
midnight, hunger going. What you planning to
Yeah.
do?
And you know what's funny? Because the one thing about America, right?
Mm.
You lot are food based here. So to me, a plate of food here is a lot of food. You
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
lot,
yeah.
and your food is like, I know a lot of it's processed. So the good thing with it, if anybody ever wanted to put weight on, I'd always tell them to go America. It's easy.
Yeah, that's a fact. America
Yeah,
get you chunky at 2.5.
I'm
They're like, you
telling you,
hungry? What up,
man.
Faye? How you doing, Faye?
Who's that? Faye. Hi, Faye.
Yeah, Faye in
I
the
ain't seen her
building.
for a while.
She
Yeah,
around. She was supposed to come back and tell us about the date, remember? You never
Yeah,
did
that's
come
the
back
one
and
I was.
tell us.
She's the one I was talking to about the auctions.
You
The
don't live in America, May lady? You can't get chunk in America. You going to the wrong store.
she's the one I was talking to about the auctions, the property auctions. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure it
yeah,
was
yeah.
her. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I am going to one next month.
Are you? What day?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a Thursday. I'm sure it's a Thursday because I've got another one lined up. But
What, would $10,000 do something there or no?
do you know what? The last one that I bought was
Mm-hmm.
9,500. That was just the land. That
That's
was
all I
just the
want. All I
land.
want is land. All I want is land.
Right. So basically, that's it. And the funniest thing is, there was only 3 people there. So
wow. That's crazy.
yeah. So I was lucky. I ain't gonna lie. I was very lucky. There was only 3 people there.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And sometimes, to be honest with you, with the auctions, it is cut dry. I mean, if you get there and you're there for more than a period of time and there's only X amount of people there, you could be the only person there. They're taking whatever offers on that table, as long as it's from the starting price. And usually the starting prices on some properties are usually $3,000. Even though you know it ain't gonna be $3,000. You know it ain't gonna be $3,000 really, but the starting price is usually there, and then people start jumping. But if you get there, and
people at these auctions out here.
Where are you?
How many acres?
Atlanta. It'd be
Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah, no, I'm good on that. No,
yeah.
thank you. I love y'all, Atlanta, but y'all got stuff to work on. I got a lot to work on over there.
Stuff. It'd be hefty though. We done been still seen a great
No traffic.
So by the time like you said, they start low, but they will go high.
Well, check this out. They've actually got. I'll tell you what. Listen to this. They've actually got in Montana. Not that anybody wants to go there, but Montana has a whole city that no one is living in and no one wants to live there.
Really?
Right. And they're actually trying to pay people to go there and live, but no one wants to go there. Now, it is a whole city in Montana.
It sounds a little suspicious. I ain't gonna lie.
There's no one there.
I'm joking. Y'all know me. I go to my conspiracy theorist phase. Hold on.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, they trying to experiment on people over there. I don't know what. Nah, I don't know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's a whole.
People to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're literally begging people to go and take these properties.
You already know they're trying to extract that melanin out of us. No.
Yeah, but there's no one there. It's just a whole city, but there's just nothing there. It's just in the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, basically. That's all. So it's a whole fresh start. But funnily enough, I'll tell you one thing, and this is the madness that was going through my head. 8,000, no, just say 2,000 people could move into that one city all in one go and take that place apart and make it work, though. That's what I think.
Well, what's wrong with the city? Why is it empty?
Yeah,
the reason that I'm going to tell you. So basically, you know what, Swaz, you could actually go on Google and you'll see. If you actually Google it right now, if you're on a computer.
I don't have my other phone. I don't have my other phone.
So right now, let me see.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's Montana's got a whole empty city that no one wants to go to. Whoever's got a computer can actually Google it right now. You'll see it, right? And the houses, obviously, you would most probably rebuild, but I mean with a whole bunch of people.
It's called Castle City.
Pardon me?
I looked it up. It says Castle City is a beautiful abandoned ghost town in Montana. Is that the one?
That's the one. That's it there, right there. Yeah. Now, they can class it as a ghost town all they want, but the reason most probably why it's a ghost town is because you most probably only get like people flying through every so often. So obviously you're out there in the wilderness on your own. You're gonna get a little bit of Jeepers Creepers going on in your head anyway. But personally,
Silver Rush. It said it was ruined. It was created and ruined by the silver rush of the late 1800s.
that's right.
Edison
Yeah,
had 2,000 residents, a grade school, a jail, 7 brothels. Okay, and of course several saloons. Let's see.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of excavations going on there at the time, but everyone pulled out for whatever reason. But
I'm about to
I
find.
mean,
I'm keep reading.
it's an empty city,
It said it had a lack of transportation. That's one of its major problems.
right?
Um,
But that's not something that people can't
yeah,
fix.
that's not now. Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's back then.
But if you
The
get,
last
if you,
people that lived there was in 1930s, so
right,
almost 100 years ago.
exactly. And the thing about it is, yeah, if you think about it, when you look at it, there's always got to be a start from somewhere, isn't there?
It's off Highway 294. Well, according to this, it says it's privately owned. Is it like back on the market? Because this is from 2021, which I'm reading. Is it back on the market?
Say that again.
Because on here it says it's privately owned, but this article is from 2021. So is it back on the market again or something?
Well, it looks like it, because even though the guy, whoever's tried to privately own it, they ain't owning nothing because ain't nothing going on down there. So basically, you know, like how people cut deals and they might buy something for like £1 and it's a multi-billion-pound business. Yeah. The guy that even if he invested, there's no one there. So ain't nothing coming in. That's the issue. But if somebody was able to take a whole city and make that work, so you basically you're getting skilled people in that want to change and make a difference and all the rest of it. Shit like that actually does work if you get the right people around you together. So there's like properties like that out here in Virginia right now where they've got incentive buys. So you can buy to rent depending on your income. For me, because I'm not exactly a US citizen, I can only really do things cash outright for now. But at the moment, there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of places like Virginia, because it's such a big place. It's open space, and there's a lot to offer. That's the only thing I've noticed with the States, which a lot of people are not taking advantage of.
What movie was that? They redid it or something? What was it called? And they call themselves. It's a movie. What the heck? Is it Texas Chainsaw? They had that thing going on in that movie. That's what my mind went to.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
They redid a movie where they basically took this old abandoned town or whatever. They bought it and they were shooting there. They were shooting, I guess.
Oh yeah. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, the new one where they were showing it.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. I forgot which one. Yeah, the 2022 one that came out. Who was it in again? I know they had some celebrity people in that movie there. I can't remember their name.
They came out with it again in 2022.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and it's about some people who bought an abandoned.
Oh yes, I saw that. That was with the guys
it was
that
in a remote Texas town. If you look at
that's
it.
right. That is with the students on the bus.
Yes, that's it.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, it came out in 2022. Matter of fact, his name, Jacob Lattimore. Jacob Lattimore is one of the stars of that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant.
It was an earthquake in Jersey.
What?
When?
I'm in North Jersey right now, Lil B.
Let me find out. God was moving and shaking the earth as you was talking. What hour that happened?
An earthquake in Jersey.
I don't know, y'all. That's a little spooky.
Facts.
I never heard about no North Jersey earthquakes.
And you know me, I'm on my on my computer
And your
looking.
Googles? You on your Googles?
Yeah. Yeah, they said it. No, it right here. An hour.
Where?
Did it happen an hour ago? Let me see what hour it happened. This is just an article from it. Oh no, it happened. It happened at 5:15. They said.
5:15 p.m.
Yeah, they said the first a 2.3 magnitude earthquake struck just before 5:15, and then another one at 6:30.
I ain't feel
Oh,
none of
you
that.
mean they had a tremor?
I ain't feel nothing.
Yeah, it says it. I'm reading it. Yep.
Yeah, it might have been a tremor. I mean, you wouldn't feel a 2.3 anyway, to be honest.
They said it was approximately 5 kilometers, but about 3 miles in length. The quake was estimated at that size, about 3 miles.
Mm.
And the
Well,
second
yeah.
this one was just an aftershock of the first one. A whole hour and 15 minutes later is an aftershock? That sounds strange.
Yeah, that's what I just said, an aftershock, yeah.
Yeah, the second one was an aftershock, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. You know,
I
sounds
mean,
weird, but
they said it happened. I don't... Wait,
Wow.
wait. When? No. This one was another one happened again at 2 a.m.
what's
3.1. I think. Yeah, I'm reading that one. Yeah, they got a video of it.
2
Yeah,
a.m. this morning? Oh,
yes,
well,
2
yesterday morning.
Freehold, New Jersey, 3.1. This 2 a.m. What just like it's that's what it says. It says right here about 2 a.m. Approximately. Let me play it. Let me see what they're showing. Let me see.
Yeah, because 2 a.m. ain't get here yet.
Yeah, I'm about to say what time they on. Hold on, I'm playing it. Let me see what they say.
What you caught them? Let me find out you caught them. Leo,
That's
let me
two
find
hours.
out she caught them releasing the BS for the people. Oh Lord,
Right, I'm just saying they messed up. Then there's somebody
this
lying
is like
because
the first time when you train and you catch them. Like, oh no, this is what they do.
yeah,
That's
that's
what
what they
they
do.
do.
Like it's not even 2 a.m. yet. It's 1:44. But for real, look,
This
look at
is what they do. And they leave you to sound crazy tomorrow because you like, yo, I'm telling you, yesterday I looked here, hey,
I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. That's what they put. See?
You sure that wasn't on Wednesday?
No, I mean, no, but look, because they're talking about today. See, that was Tuesday,
Wow.
and then underneath it is the video that says 2 a.m. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Now this is the current news, I guess, when they were trying to talk about it. Like,
Was that the 2.3 magnitude one?
yeah, right there. See, they talking about it. I ain't put the volume up. What the hell is my volume?
A short way from White Meadow Lake, that's just over a
Yeah.
half-mile, and again, the depth was only 3 miles. Not surprising to see it near the active Whipple Fault in northern New Jersey, and our
Rockaway.
earthquake
No,
detection picked it
I
right
ain't my
up.
Rockaway
And
though.
we have a viewer that lives right in White Meadow Lake, and she said her house just shook, and there it is right there. And then there was an aftershock, 1.7 magnitude, and that wasn't far from Lake Telemark. Things are quiet now. We'll have to wait to see if there are any more aftershocks. And
I mean, that's where they stopped today.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay, gotcha.
That's what they
Yeah, that's it.
claim. I ain't heard nobody report nothing.
Well, so somebody seen it on Twitter. They Twitter, it's going out there because that's not normal for Jersey to have no damn earthquake.
Yeah, because I remember saying one year, didn't like New York have like a tornado or some weird crap like many years ago?
Yeah, they had a hurricane.
No, I know the big hurricane. I know about that one because that tore Rockaway up. They had to redo Rockaway.
Yeah,
No, it was a damn tornado. I'm sure. Let me see.
I don't remember that. Well, we got tornadoes in Jersey all the time.
For real?
They're like in the middle of Jersey. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right here. Wait. Let me see. What's that? Yeah, upstate New York. That's upstate. I mean, I expect that upstate. We had one, we had one come through Atlanta a couple of years
Did you?
back. Right? City, yes.
Wow.
Yes. I was like, what? No, not in Atlanta. Y'all tripping.
Man, right through the city's crazy.
Right through this, yeah, Auburn Avenue city. Like,
That's amazing.
that was in 2008. Wait, we had another one in 2021? When? They lying. I was here. I was here for both years, but I know one of them for sure. I remember I think the 2008 one was the one where it tore up the buildings all downtown Atlanta. I remember
Wow.
that. Yeah, I remember because I saw the aftermath of it. And they claimed we had another one in 2021. I'm like, where? Now that one's a lie. That 2008 is real, but that Atlanta, I ain't never seen that last year. That's top of COVID too.
Yeah.
Like that middle part of COVID. Let me see what they talking about. That one didn't happen.
Well, China's gone back into lockdown again anyway.
When they ever got out.
Wow.
My bad. Let me turn this down.
Oh man. All right. So since I do plan on doing this again at 7 o'clock,
Oh my God. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I don't suspect you will.
I don't
I'll
know.
be up, Swaz. I'll be up. I'll see you in the morning.
I'll
Lil
try.
B
Let's
came
see.
through. She told her story. Bless. She did ask for some support. Um, it's too much to retell.
Oh yeah.
Like, because anything I were to tell you to ask about, what about this? And then it would just we'd be here for another, I don't even know how long.
We'll
So
be here till 7 o'clock.
if you really want to tap in with her and find out what happened, I would reach out to her because she's very transparent and willing to share. And if you can't help financially,
Do what you do.
please feel free to do so. Um,
In the studio working right now, waiting on me. That's what he'll do. He'll wait on me and just work.
that's good.
Yeah, it
What's
is.
good with
Yeah.
Huh?
So, Leo, I'll see you
Yeah,
tomorrow,
Swaz. JP, speak to you guys
7
tomorrow.
a.m. As crazy as it sounds, I will be here.
If I'm up,
All right.
I'll see y'all there in the morning. Whenever time I wake up, I'll see y'all
Yeah,
there.
All right.
to the
If
live. Have
not,
a
I'll be
good
on till
one.
like
Take care.
I'll be on till
Yeah.
like 9:30. So don't kill yourself.
oh yeah,
All
I'll
right, bro.
be up. So yeah, but 2 o'clock though, me and you.
All
I'm
right,
about to
two
do these.
o'clock. I'm
Yep.
gonna put it in the phone right now.
Okay.
Take
All right,
care.
All right. Good night,
later.
y'all. Morning,
Good night.
rather.
Good morning. Good night.
Right. Same difference.
All right. Good night, y'all. Much love, man. I appreciate all that. Stay tapped in. Continue to tap back in. Lil B, get some sleep. Make sure you talk to the Father before you do. And thank you for sharing and caring. Be safe, mama.